So, right, okay, so just officially for Twitch, because everybody's here, welcome to session 6 of my Homebrew Dungeons & Dragons campaign. This is 2nd edition Advanced Dungeons & Dragons from the 80s and 90s. I'm the Dungeon Master. Your players are Alex playing a half-orc fighter, Garona, top left on cam, and we have Paul top right playing a grey elf mage. Bottom left is Peter, who is playing the dwarven cleric fighter, and Tammy bottom right, who's playing the gypsy bard. That's your cast. I'm your Dungeon Master. Welcome to the Burning Staff 2.0.
Right. So we were discussing doing and seeing if there was any treasure near where these frogs came from.
If I remember correctly, there was still one somewhere north of us.
No, you killed that. We did that as a last minute. We were like, oh, do we have time to finish the last one off? Yeah, we do. We'll do it.
That's right, we did.
Oh, we've lost somebody in Discord. We've lost Tammy.
How deep does this water look?
It's running water, so it's clearer than the dirty stuff in the other rooms, caverns. So you can see it's not really more than a foot to a foot and a half at any point. It's quite shallow.
Even Darrow can walk up it.
Even Darrow would be steady in it, yeah. I mean, again, like running, maybe a dexterity check, but walking, nah, easy peasy.
Shall we walk up? Let's see where this last frog came from. Check if there's anything we can see. Agreed?
Just a second.
I suppose Tammy's mic's still off.
Oh, there we go, let's move Tammy. It's just fixing it so that Tammy's bottom right, so even if her cam is off, she'll still be there. Do you hear us, Tammy? She's muted. If you do hear us, Tammy, you're muted, so we can't hear you.
Alex is typing, right.
Tammy just doesn't have the best connection sometimes, so she's in and out at times. It's all good.
Out again.
Yeah.
In that case, in this stream.
My daughter's freaking out right now because my fat boy decided at this moment he's going to bring a mouse in and play with it. Like a real mouse.
Oh.
Yeah. Did you put the XP in, or are we putting the XP in?
I've put it in.
Okay.
And now he's angry because his toy's been taken away.
Tammy's now partially back onto.
Yep. So she hears us at least, and she can type. She can always type in Twitch or even fucking text me if worst comes to worst. So we can play with Tammy's Discord connection being a wee bit shitty. It's not a problem.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, cam's coming on, I think.
Yep, she's slowly coming back.
Yay.
Discord has been really weird, you know, since this whole Corona thing, because it's getting overloaded.
Overused, yeah.
Tommy, are you able to hear us?
Yeah, she hears us.
I can hear you.
Just the cat, I'm coming. We're good though. We're ready.
Right.
So the discussion, Tammy,
Hey.
is...
Hey,
The discussion is what to do about exploring. In the situation where Darrow has no healing magic left, but you've got a bunch of potions.
Okay. What was the so left? How much danger? And you're getting tongue punched again.
Yep. So you see the map through, you're watching on Twitch, so you see the map, Tammy. So this stream that the giant frogs came out of, that's flowing down the way. So north to south.
Okay.
And I think you missed as well when you were away. Sorry?
I was gonna say, I think I'm probably keen to explore if everybody else wants to explore.
Shit, let's go. You want Garona out front?
so we're heading up.
Looks like it's the consensus. I'll move Kiara's token just alongside Cornaith generally.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, just to recap my memory, the dog was guarding your big bag of coins, wasn't it?
Yep.
Back at the inn.
How many people wide is this stream?
2, 1 at certain points. Probably to be safe standing in like running water, it's probably 1 most of it. You know, because
In that case,
a wider stance for better centre of gravity, etc.
Garona can lead and Darrow can be rear guard.
Okay. So, move your token, Garona, and I'll be Alex. Move Garona's token. I'll be happy to tell you anything you find.
Alright, let's do this shit. I don't know how far up I can move, so I'm gonna do the...
Just yep.
Oh,
that's
you
fine.
don't have a map. Okay.
But yeah, it's not grid. So,
Let,
so
I can't use the arrow keys.
let's assume that we're keeping together, even though players moving tokens.
yes, absolutely.
can be a bit
If anything happens,
worse.
we'll say right. Okay, so you're here. So you find the only point of interest would be that the source of the water comes from underground. You know what I mean? And there's no longer a cavern you can follow. The water's coming out, but only through a hole the size of the water. And it's no bigger than the stream, so a foot to a foot and a half wide, a foot to a foot and a half deep. This hole, maybe Garona couldn't certainly fit through it. Maybe somebody skinnier could.
But the frogs couldn't. Certainly the big frogs couldn't.
No. Absolutely not.
How big were the little ones? They
Yeah.
were still a couple of feet.
The little ones maybe could have. They were a couple of feet. They would have squeezed through it maybe. The big ones definitely not. They were like 5 feet.
We can have a little look in the hole to see if there's anything obvious.
To look
Uh,
into the hole, you'd be putting your face into the water.
Don't really think of dwarves as great fans of water.
Who wants to wash their face?
So basically, it's like a hole in the ground or in the wall, and
Yeah.
the water's coming out
Yeah.
through it.
A crack through the wall / ground. It's not as regiment as this is the ground, this is the wall. It's not uniform shape. So yeah, there's no way for probably any of you to go through it, for sure. It's not like a gap in some rocks and you can move the rocks. It's a gap in the wall. The cavern
We
itself.
do, however, have a tunnel to the south that looks like it goes southeast.
Yes. So, as you've come through here, you were fighting the toads in here, you saw all of this. So, in fact, I can reveal a little bit of map there. Give me a second. So, you would have seen that.
Yeah.
Again, goes back east.
we have a check down the southern end as well of the stream.
Can you repeat that?
We've got to the end, got to the northern end of this bit of stream, and unless one of the lightly armoured characters want to stick their head in the hole to check for anything, the next thing is to check at the southern end where you've just moved your character. So again, same thing with Garona in the lead, with Darrow as the rear guard. So, anything more visible down this end?
No. The same again, except the water's going in this way. It's it's going out this way, I guess. It's going into a hole and through and out. The hole again would be smaller this time, so you wouldn't even see through it if you were going to put your head down. The water's...
Right.
It's not moving fast.
I would say at some point when we finish a day bit of exploring and I have a spell spare, then we can do a search with the detect magic, just in case the ring's in one of those places. Otherwise, I think we get back to heading down this new passage. And of course now we think we've checked we've been everywhere behind, haven't we?
Yes. Everything behind you, you have searched. Up to the cavern before this, you've searched everything with a detect magic spell as well.
Yeah. But that means as the party order now we're getting out of the stream and heading this way. And Darrow is next to Garona in that party order.
So a 2x2 again.
Move him there.
Okay. So you mean like that? If Alex, you don't mind me moving Garona for a second?
Good.
Like that, your regular 2x2 formation.
We're gonna go this way instead of down here.
You can't go any further down there, so...
Look down there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's same as at the top
Alright.
end, except the water's exiting the cavern that way.
So Garona is gonna kind of like step forward, I guess, and like kind of like sneakily like take a peeky.
As she does, is Darrow gonna just always try and keep up then, like that, yeah? Cool. So just a wee peeky round the corner.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, peeky around the corner.
A wee peeky. Okay, hang on a second, I'll reveal
A
map.
wee peeky.
That's all you would see from a wee peeky.
So when it's single file, Garona is the person who goes first.
With Darrow second.
But otherwise, otherwise Darrow's next to her.
Cool. Okay, so from a wee...
Presumably the other character keeping up.
So from your wee peeky round the corner, you see another wee corner.
Okay. Peeky.
Peeky. Roll. Okay, so roll surprise. Garona, because you're generally peeking round the corner. Even though Darrow's keeping up with you, you're picking your head round first, right? Right, okay. I was going to say, because you're looking and actually actively searching and sneaky peeky, I was going to say you're only surprised on a 1 in any circumstances, but you've rolled a 1, so you are surprised.
Yeah,
so
I didn't do my normal...
So, back-footed. Like, like,
Look at all those ones.
you know, back-footed, like, you see it, but it's caught you off guard. Even though you were looking, it's not that it's caught you off guard, it's the sheer size of it has caught you off guard, and it's gonna put you on the back foot. So I'm gonna reveal some map and then reveal something that you see.
You'll let me know when Darrow should roll.
Yes. Because Darrow's behind Darrow, you roll it now, but I want Darrow to have his any regular surprise rolls he has.
Right. I'm trying to remember whether he's one of my characters.
No, in fact, no. Because he's in front of her, and she's seen it first, I want only on a 1. You're surprised again, only on a 1 on this one.
And I've got alertness as well, but yes, so you want a D10
Yeah,
roll.
only on a 1. Okay, so you're not surprised. So everybody else roll initiative for a combat, because you've seen a big monster. Everybody roll it, but Garona is surprised.
Of course she is.
Nice one. So,
Of course she is.
Let me.
you should all see that pop up on the map. Ah, yes, I will roll yours, Tammy. Sorry.
Spider.
Big spider.
Sorry about that. We had a candy disaster.
I'll roll for darts for Kiara, okay?
Do I need to click on the character first?
Yeah.
This version?
Yeah, click on your token and then roll it.
Clicked. Now, not to hit, I need to do speed.
Up here is fine. Paul, it's initiative for everybody this time. Only Garona will be surprised on the first round. Of course.
Of course. Ouch. Ouch.
Waiting for its initiative.
Yep, I'm just filling in a character sheet here.
Got them, I've got to get the facing in the right direction.
Okay, roll the initiative for it. So that's everyone's initiative. I assume Garona, you'll just roll next round.
Yep.
Cool. So, Kiara is to attack first. She's attacking with darts. Tammy's having trouble with Discord, so I'm just doing it for her. She's typed it in Twitch what she wants me to do. She's attacking. So she'll move to there and start throwing darts at it.
God, I love my hair. Next week, you guys see me. This hair will no longer be here.
Oh, really?
It will
Right.
no longer be this color.
Oh, cool. So, with her first dart, Kiara, whoosh, she's managed to hit it. I just want to check, see how much damage she's done. Large creature, it's only 1d2.
Ooh, I should tell you, in like a couple weeks, I probably won't make a session.
That's alright. If we've got plenty warning in advance, we can maybe just reschedule that week. That'd be good. Okay, so Kiara's hit it and only done 1 damage.
Can't hear you, Paul.
Oh, do you know what I didn't do
Can't
yet?
talk to her.
I didn't add her other initiative, so I'll just do that real quick before we continue. Because 3 darts per round.
Tammy, after session, if you have time, I can help you fix your Discord.
Okay, so after Kiara throws her first dart and hits this big giant spider, it is Cornaith. What's he doing, Paul?
He's gonna step out and I know I rolled for melee, but I also do have
It's the same speed.
a few for throwing.
It's the same speed, so it's all good.
Yeah. Ooh, max long range. That's what, -5 to hit? Yeah, no, he's just gonna stand there, you know, knife in each hand and wait.
I'm putting Kiara within 10 feet because I gave her no penalty on hers. So you're just waiting. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a bad chance to catch it as it is, you know, taking that penalty. That's a little too long.
Okay, so Kiara's going to throw a second dart. Oh, and she's hit it again. For 2 damage this time. This big huge giant spider should have a couple of darts thrown into it. She gets her third attack next. She missed. I was going to say no way she's getting 3 in a row. So, with her third one she misses. So we go to Darrow.
He fell out of Discord.
Yeah, he's away on... Oh no, that's Alex is away on screen. We'll just wait. Alex is back. Yeah. Oh shit, I was holding Alt instead of Control. Yeah, it looks like Peter's dropped out of Discord. We'll just wait a minute. Just wait for him to come back. We have 4
You know that
hours.
package I was waiting for last week?
Yep. Oh, happy days. Here we go.
Ah, right. Can I clarify again how far Darrow can move?
60 feet or 30 feet and attack.
Ryan, can you hear me?
Sorry, I was holding the wrong button for push to talk. He can move 60 feet or he can move 30 feet and have his full attacks.
In that case, he will move some of the way because even walking through the wall, that's 30 feet, isn't it?
Yeah, but you only need to go to, if you look at the front, you only need to go to the front of it. You only need to go to there. Because
Okay.
remember it's in a square, just like you are. Remember you touch bases. Picture it as a miniature on a board. It's got a square base.
Okay, so...
Yeah. Yeah, just. Wow. Okay. So yeah, you
And,
get
and there'll still be room for Garona next to me.
Yep.
So in that case, I now need to move there. Come on, lass. Let's do for this east. It's only a spider.
This whole big, huge ass box for this tiny little piece.
No, that's Amazon or whatever for you, innit?
Huh?
That's mail delivery for you. They love giving you huge boxes for tiny things. Oh! Darrow slams down with his big two-handed axe. Let's see how much damage it does.
Okay, never mind. There's a bunch of shit in here.
It's large. Ooh.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think this is the first time I've had a chance to do large damage.
This is D12, isn't it?
Ah, no, not as paltry as that.
No, if it's the dwarven two-handed axe, I think it's a D10.
I managed 20.
How have you rolled 20
Nice.
damage? No way.
Yeah, that's what. There's something
It's
on.
2d8. It's 2d8.
Yep.
And you've got plus
It's
3.
plus
plus 1.
I forgot the stabilization bonus. Oh, it's maximum damage.
Wow.
That's the dwarf two-handed axe for you.
Peter,
That is a badass axe.
so it's not a critical hit, but I'm going to let you describe that one because the damage on that is unbelievable. That's what a hit.
Killed it, has it?
Oh yeah, he's dead.
Okay, so come on, lads, we're going to get that. And he axe comes down on the head of the thing, and the spider splits it in half. I said it was only a spider.
It's two halves of a spider now.
Yeah. I think it's only the head that's been split.
Well, for meta players and for viewers' sake, that spider, although really big and didn't have the best armor class or hit points, I still gave it its really strong poisonous. That was going to kill you if it bit you. That's me being fair and making things fucking harsh. If that got you, that's death, that poison. It's save versus poison or die. So you fucking got lucky there not letting that attack you.
Oh, I'm so glad Garona was saved. Like, scared.
Yeah,
Aren't you glad you were surprised? Yes.
Garona need to change your underwear. Everyone else is alright.
It was only a wee spider. Are there webs around here or anything?
Yeah. Just as you would imagine, the whole of this area, that's all full of webs, wall to ceiling.
Can Garona, like, look around?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we're
nice.
obviously checking there's nothing immediately obvious up that way.
How far up do you want to go?
Was that as far as we can see anyway?
Yep.
Maybe. I'm an adult, and I totes upgraded. This is great.
I'm trying to remember, are we without a light because we've all got infravision?
Yeah, I believe you have torches with you, for if you want to use them.
Kiara is torches.
I was gonna say
I have a torch.
Kiara was carrying one because that's what Cornaith was using to map this place.
Alright. So assuming webs are too thick and whatever for us to check this corner properly, then we stand back and throw a light at the web.
Okay, so yeah, it's like, if you look at the map, the webs go from there, and then they're all the way in, and again it closes off, it's like a closed little cave, but they don't stick out any further than there, so if you were to do it, you would imagine there's no other dry material, there's nothing else that's going to burn beyond kind of there, so you probably can contain a fire in there quite easily.
So, but assuming that there isn't, we can't see something like a scroll or something which we don't want to destroy, then in order to check for anything in there, we need to burn the web.
Mm-hmm.
Provided someone's keeping out for anything coming from behind.
It's very thick, there's many layers of it.
I mean, technically, I guess we could break through them at a whole lot slower of a pace, but burning would be the quickest way through.
Yeah. So we've presumably got... We can use one of the torches. We can light the torch and throw it in. Okay?
Yeah, you're going to go ahead?
Yeah. And say we have a preliminary look without touching the web, so that it isn't, oh, you had this scroll of half a dozen spells which you just destroyed.
Okay, well,
But
yeah.
we can't-
Okay, so yeah, looking without digging away all the dry webs or whatever, you don't see anything.
Yeah, so then we light it.
Okay.
Then we'll look to see if we can see anything like. And we stand back a bit, depending on, hoping you don't do anything too excessive on oxygen being used up.
No, you can burn the fire, the webs would burn there, it would contain quite easily. They would burn away and then the fire would go out. There's nothing else that's going to burn in there. Don't worry, there's nothing bad's going to happen to you if you do that. You're alright.
Yeah. Okay, so we do that, and then when it's died down a bit, us keeping an eye out for anything that could be coming
Yep.
down, because we know that there's a certain number of critters who
Cornace, look in. Right, I'm going to reveal some map. He Paul's
Yeah.
moving his token, so...
Just to be sure that, you know, the burning webs don't attract anything through that tunnel. If nothing else, I'm a good early warning system.
There you go.
Yeah.
I've revealed a little bit of the map for you.
Okay, so now that the fire's, assuming the fire doesn't charge, assuming these webs are quite burnable, then after a couple of rounds after we've set fire to them, we can then go and look and see what's left.
Okay. No problem. The burning web, like I say, it goes out when it burns out. There's no more material that's going to burn there, so once the webs are gone, the flames will fizzle out to do nothing but a very small amount of ashes, because it's such a, you know, the type of material it is, it burns away to nothing. All that you'll find beyond ash is bones, whatever the giant spider eats. It's its nest, so
Okay.
you're gonna find bones.
No eggs. No.
No sign of
Rings.
any eggs.
Rings was what I meant.
There's no eggs.
No.
Eggs were, I don't know how ring came out as eggs, but
I thought that's what he said. No ring anyway. Definitely not a ring.
I did say eggs. I don't know how I came to say the eggs.
Do you want spider eggs? I'll give you spider eggs. You want baby spiders? I'll give you baby spiders.
Yes.
Hey, spider eggs are a delicacy in some cultures.
Are
Well,
we ready now to... I reckon, even though he's not mentioned doing any rewards for these, we may impress him if we bring the head up.
We have no more sack to carry.
Okay.
yeah,
Pets.
you only had the one. That's right. Yeah.
But wait, wouldn't we have gotten another sack from him? You said he gives you basic supplies.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we
absolutely.
could've
Basic supplies. So yeah, sacks, 100%. Sorry.
So
Okay,
even though he said he's not paying us any more bounty, we can try.
You could try. Yeah.
Do people want to go and look at the next area still, or after seeing the spider, do they want to go and recover?
There's still no more spider eggs.
No, no eggs this time, I'm afraid.
Wow, this thing's gonna be like way the fuck behind my head.
I mean, we may as well press on. Nobody's been hurt beyond what we have been already. We haven't done much but go around a couple more corners.
Okay, I will move Darrow where he can be next to Garona in the front of the party. And Garona's moving too.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Daro because Garona keeps getting surprised at shit. So,
We're going to be next to each other.
And Tammy said in Twitch to me that she is happy, that Kiara's happy to move on as well, so I'll move her character.
Okay, so we agreed that. Then obviously this is about the next space that the front of the party gets to, and then we can see some more. We've got a choice of way.
holy shit, this thing comes in 6 different languages.
Alas, as Garona said, Starrow, indicating what looks as if it may be a dead end.
No.
You want to check down?
In fact, if you look at the map, that actually leads on to the next map. That'd be an exit to this cavern and an entrance into the next one.
Well, we'll have a quick check there. No obvious critter.
Nothing obvious at all from where you've seen, so right up to there, nothing obvious. Right up to there, nothing obvious.
Okay, having done a preliminary check there, then we can do, assuming the rest of the people are coming with me, next place.
I think
Next thing is
Garona's generally going up front with you, but I think she's just kind of staying like one step behind so that if anything pops out of the corner, you get the surprise first.
right. So I've moved to the next bit of corridor to look up.
Guys, you might as well go off cam because the thing keeps changing shape every time someone jumps in and out, so it's cutting people off. So it looks. Oh, there we go. It's back. Right. Stay on just now, but if someone disconnects again, we'll just give up on it and we'll use Roll20 cams next time.
You want me to bring the video up because I've noticed it's off the last time I disconnected.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's video or. I mean, while the guys are still in video, if you want to put video up, it's fine. Tammy's struggling with it, but it's okay.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's alright, Tammy. The only reason is because the thing keeps changing shape. You know,
Yeah, I'm going to
Discord
stay
box.
off cam, but because my laptop, if I've got everybody's cams on, seems to just be... It's hating it.
Yeah, it's she's just staying voice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. That's cool.
So in that case, I'll switch my cam back off.
It doesn't. Yeah, on
It's
or
nice
off.
to see you, though. It's nice
Yeah.
to see you.
I think Tammy's the only one that's struggling with her system, Peter. So if you can stay on, then I'd appreciate it. I like the cams on. It's cool.
Okay. Okay, so we're looking up that way now.
Okay, let me reveal a little bit more map for you now. Actually, as you're getting up towards that area, Darrow, you're going to start to hear some noises. Now, the noises I can only describe as... I don't know how to describe. Something like a slow, grinding, almost chewing noise. Like a... But not as vocal as that. Do you know what I mean? Like, the noise doesn't sound like it's coming from a throat. It's not a vocal noise like that. But it's a grinding, almost things grating together, so like jaws, teeth grinding, like that. Almost sort of sound, but...
It's like the feeling of...
Yeah.
Kind of like a dog crunching on bones kind of deal.
Yeah, but more... Right, okay, but more like... more slimy. If that's like a good description, do you know what I mean? Not the hard, dry... but more that... like that.
So
Yeah.
that bone still got some meat on it.
Yeah, you get me, like...
We'll look at what's the name? Garona next to him,
Uh-huh.
and make sure that she's
Ready.
looks and nods. And hope that she'll nod back and be ready for us to move up
Yeah.
towards whatever it is we're going to find. Okay?
Garona smiling. She's ready. She's got her 2 battle axes. She's like, "Argh." Stomp, stomp, stomp,
Okay.
swivel.
Okay.
Right, thanks everybody for trying, but you can ditch the cams because it's not working. So just stay in voice for now.
All right.
I'll work it out a better way for next time.
They don't even give you all the tools to do this shit with.
Okay, so I'm going to reveal some more map. I guess you see about that much from there.
Right. So there's steps up. How
Natural.
much higher is that than that?
About 4 feet.
Oh,
About 4
as
feet.
tall
Yeah.
and high as me.
Yeah.
I don't think Damo's doing any acrobatics up there. No creatures in sight yet.
No, but you hear the sound. You can locate the sound now. The sound's coming from this direction. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, where's it seem to be from?
From like that direction. From round the corner, basically, from round the other side of that wall, you can hear this noise, unorganic sounding, but like nothing you've ever heard before.
So again, looking next, checking that the other people are ready to come. Start heading this way. And Darrow really has to head towards the steps.
Okay.
Rona's a couple of feet taller than him, so may have more options.
Okay. 2 seconds. I just want to look something up. Just a second. I'm just looking up something.
I should be back. I'm actually just doing everything through my phone.
Alright, cool. Okay, Darrow, roll perception.
Which is D20, and then I do some sums if it's close.
Yeah. Average of intelligence and wisdom. That's a success, so no sums. You can see it.
Yeah.
It's on the roof. I'm going to reveal the map to you first.
Could everybody hear me eat?
No, you're good.
Yeah.
I've put that onto the token layer from the map, from the GM layer. You see on the ceiling this thing, this giant, like, you've all seen a maggot before, right? So this big 9 foot long, bulbous, grotesque, giant maggot worm thing stuck to the ceiling. Its whole body like pulses in like a Mexican wave style thing, and it's going from what seems to be the head end, making the strangest noise. And as it spots Darrow, its head moves down, and you see as the head end moves down and part of the front of the body comes away from the ceiling that it's sticking to, it has these big mad tentacles. A couple of them are exposed, and then you see in this big tentacled face, this big mouth snarls at you, and
Right. Well, I think I know what it is, but it depends what adventuring tales Darrow's heard.
as players you probably all know what it is.
I don't.
Right, okay, so for Tammy, who's a first time Dungeons & Dragons player, the monster's called a carrion
Oh my
crawler.
god, I'm so excited.
The monster's called a carrion crawler, and it's a huge big maggot that eats off carrion. So, like, it eats dead bodies of whatever it finds.
Oh.
I'm not telling you any more about like how it behaves in combat and everything, because you're a first time player. This is all fun to do for the first time.
These are still quite novice adventurers, so they won't necessarily have heard what they're like.
Yeah, this is all his first experience with most things.
From tales told, they can be very deadly.
So are other people moving up? It's a maggot. A great big maggot.
And as you yell that, it drops from the ceiling, and for such a big, bulbous, monstrous, sluggish looking thing, it flips itself round 180, almost folding itself over, and it lands with the grace of a cat on its tentacles. And it sticks its head up at you,
Oh.
and you're rolling initiative.
And we've got some initiative rolling to do.
For sure.
Oh my goodness. I don't know whether to go with my darts for the sake of having 3, or whether to go with my magic dagger.
Well, the thing, basically, mechanics of the game wise, right? You have a better chance and better chance to hit and higher damage with your dagger +1 because it's +1.
Okay.
But you have 3 attacks per round
Yeah.
with the darts.
This is what I'm trying to work out.
Mathematically, statistically, the numbers say
You go
darts.
with. Yeah, that would be my logic. Would tell me.
But that's fucking metagaming to the extent that we hate people that do that. Play a character.
Okay.
play a character, not maths.
It's basically the darts, unless you're sort of being forced into combat. If something happens,
Yeah.
with the frontline fighters,
Or something sneaks
See,
up
my-
on you, or there are reasons you would use your dagger
Yeah.
rather than darts. But in a situation like this, most players are going to use the darts. But remember, I always reward you for flavour, so it's not.
See,
it's not-
I would have wanted to go with my dagger, but I don't want like out of play. I don't want you guys to like get annoyed if I keep like statistically fucking up rounds because I'm like
but
not going
don't-
with like the most.
Don't
Do you know what I
even
mean?
about it. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah, have fun, Tammy.
Okay,
like
okay.
if she's feeling brave and she's gonna jump in and try and save her friends and
Yeah.
stab this thing in the
yeah,
face,
yeah.
then that's what she does, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Right,
Yeah.
I'll roll it for you.
The beautiful thing about this game, Tammy, is the character is how you portray them, and the rest of the group has to either accept it or deal with it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's your character. Make it come alive. You know what I mean?
you
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
just removed the initiative I just rolled for Darrow.
Ah, sorry, Peter. What did you roll?
6.
Sorry, mate. I thought those were all the old ones. I was just knocking off the old ones. Okay, so Kiara's using her dagger. Darrow's using his axe. That is a nice initiative considering that weapon.
Yeah.
That is a nice roll. What did you roll? You rolled the 1, eh? Nice. Oh, nice. Nice roll, Alex, as well.
Do you want me to re-roll, or you just want to add that on and put it in?
What did? No, it's fine. I'll do it.
I mean, for such a fast weapon, that's a shitty initiative, but you know, I don't want to.
So I'm adding a second attack for Garona, right? Because she's using battle axes.
For Cornath as well, please. The rate of fire on knives is 2 around.
Cool.
Throwing anyway. You know, melee is always.
The weapon speed is 2, eh?
Yep.
And the carrying crawler's initiative will be... Oh shit, hang on a second.
Hmm.
2 seconds, I just need to fill something in the character sheet I've missed out here. 2 seconds, I'm just filling something out in this monster's character sheet that I missed. Ah, right, yeah, that's right, okay. Oh, yeah, okay, cool. Wait to see how many attacks per round they have, Tammy. That'll be fun for you for the first time. Hey, guys.
Oh my god. Is this like the last level boss in Street Fighter?
Do you really want to know? No, this is not your big bad end guy. This is just a carrying crawler. They just have 8 attacks per round, huh? But Darrow's going to save the day, watch.
Depending on what they do, they can have up to 8 attacks each round. Yeah.
Great. I think they might be one of the creatures that went through between editions. I'm trying to remember.
8 tentacles, and then when they Anyway, Tammy's never seen this, so no spoilers. Let's just play. It's Darrow. Darrow's attacking with the great axe, yeah?
He is having because he's got to get all the way. You're measuring.
I was supposed to be measuring, but I just drew a line.
Nice.
Oops. I'm not the best with Roll20, like. 15. 30. I'll give you it. It's like 30.5. I'll give it to you. Don't say I'm not a generous DM.
And there's room for Garona to stand next to him there.
Yes.
Right, well... yeah, well, let's get this maggot.
Turn it back around. I'll turn it around for him.
Oh my god, excuse me.
Hotel top. Yeah. And now that does not hit it.
See, Max had no clue when he came up with this monster that he was paving the way for anime.
What have you done, Gygax? Kiara. So she's running in to use her dagger, right?
Yes.
Nice. Now you've got double movement on Darrow because you're
Magic dagger.
Yep. So you're using the dagger. All right. You missed.
Oh my god, you're
Garona.
Alright, Garona, as Garona does what Garona do, can she come up next to Darrow?
You could squeeze in, I guess, yeah.
Alright. She's gonna come up here and she's going to swing her mighty battle axe.
Yeah, I'll get like 3 of you again.
And she's what, level 2? Yeah.
Level 2 now, yeah.
It. -4 crit. It's a hit.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that'll do it. So
Is it a large creature?
It is. 2 seconds, I double check that, but I believe it's about 9 foot long, so...
It doesn't matter, it's the same damage.
Alright, it is, yeah, it's 9 foot long.
Wait, why
large.
would a battle axe be the same damage?
Battle axe is 1d8, 1d8. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird. Okay, so here we go. 11, so 22 damage?
Yeah. Right, it's dead,
Is this
so... It's dead, so you get to take the reins here.
Alright,
Whoa.
so as Garona just charges up, she does her mighty battle cry and, and slams her axe clean down the face of this creature with deadly accuracy. And as she feels it, severing this skull of this creature and slamming her axe down in the ground, leaving her axe in the ground, she looks at it with her other battle axe and her empty hand, and she's like, ah! And she's just really flexing. She is
Nice.
going to town. Like, hella flex.
So yeah, you splatter this thing around the walls of this little cave. Now it's disgusting and it stinks and it's... In fact, because the insides of this thing's stomach are so gross and the corpses it's been eating on are so gross and you've just burst it wide open, I want everybody to roll against their constitution for nausea. To roll d20, constitution or lower, and you're alright. If it's higher, you get nauseous.
Okay.
Ooh, Darrow, what's your con?
It's match my con.
You've matched it.
Oof, my constitution's 15.
So you've done it. You're all right.
Ooh, yes.
You're not gonna be.
No, a bit far away, but yeah, whatever.
You are nauseous. Oh, so who am I waiting on? Alex, roll for Garona.
Thoughts just struck me. Now that I've seen that Kiara's constitution is 15.
Mm-hmm.
He gets +1 hit points per level. Did you remember that when updating her hit points?
I didn't. You're right, Peter. Let me add that now.
Yeah.
What's that for?
So go figure, the mage, stuck-up, snobby gray elf is the only one puking his guts out over this.
Yep. Now, for roll 1d6. For 6 turns, so for 60 minutes, you're nauseous. And that's +1 on all attack rolls and -1 on all attack rolls and -1 on all saves. So for 1 hour.
Ooh.
I think if he's looking queasy,
It's green, mate.
it's an excuse. We do our searching in this area and up there. Whatever the maggot is, I think we can show its head to
It's going in,
Form 2.
it's going in the sack, is it? If there's anything left of it. Corona's done a number on it, like.
How many overkill points did I do?
You got to roll a
damage-wise.
Yeah. How many overkill?
Four.
22.
She's got to roll a 4 because she may do extra overkill.
Yeah, roll a d4. I forgot about that on crits. Roll a d4. Alex, roll a d4. If it's a 4, it's triple damage. Oi! Right, so it was 33 damage and it had 16 hit points, so you like doubled it. It's more than double your overkill.
Oh, woo woo! Yeah.
So,
This bitch dead.
so I guess
You
it,
could have
So we're
taken
obliterated.
you could have taken yourself down in one blow.
yeah, she could have killed herself with
That's
that
the
one.
amount of damage.
So what I would say for this one is you're not able to collect the head. There's not enough left of that to collect the head. Like
Ooh.
previously when you got like a serious overkill, I'll say like, yeah, okay, nah, there's not a head to be collected for that one.
Okay, so we search the area. Because Cornaith isn't recovering in a hurry, we've used a few rounds searching the area. Do we find anything?
Well, just within the carrion crawler's lair, you find a few things, yes.
Right.
You find half a dozen silver pieces, half a dozen gold pieces.
I'm just seeing where I record. Let's put it in chat.
Okay.
If I can find D&D Burning Staff,
6 silver, 6 gold.
6 silver, 6 gold.
And the remains of some leather. Hard to tell, like if it was armor or clothing, or a bag, or a saddle, or what. But you find some remains of leather. You can clearly tell that it's a product made of leather, anyway, as well as some coins.
That came from like inside this thing, or that's been in where the thing was.
By the amount of goop on it, it's probably been. Yeah, this has probably came out of the thing's stomach.
Nice. Probably good for wanting any of them.
How do I give you directions for this? So upset.
We want to cut it open so that going to cut it open to check
Oh, she...
that
No, she already did cut it open with that critical hit. She did 33 damage. It's burst wide open. So if the ring was inside it, you would find it easily.
would see
The
it.
only hard thing left.
Yeah. No ring.
Okay.
No
We'll
ring.
check there. We can, because we're practically here, we can check in this area as well.
Okay.
Uh,
Again, on the map, the steps up are like natural again. It's just a gradient with a little kind of climb up. That's only maybe 3 feet that time. A little bit lower. Nothing of interest in there. Again, just a little natural cave. Just like everything else here. It's all natural.
Still look at Cornaith. Not looking well, looking as if he may be puking again. Say, shall we go back for the day, lad?
He just kind of looks at you a little bit, shakes his head, and the motion of his head shaking, his cheeks puff out a little bit. You see him kind of gulp, and he just kind of points down the tunnel.
Wait. He gulps and roll for Constitution. He attempts to gulp. Roll Constitution.
You die. You die from gulping.
No, he made it. So he manages to gulp it down. So you don't projectile vomit. That's what that roll was for. That was for to hold it down.
That's why that little RP, shaking his head kind of made him a little bit queasier.
Kiara would give him a cheeky look and say, "You're a very great elf now," and just give him a little nod.
Probably is.
She's
Bravo.
very young.
Bravo.
still.
That's a good one. She's not the bard.
So-
She's not the bard for nothing. You're supposed to be the funny one.
So we head on out.
This does take.
Yeah.
No. As we walk, he just, he kind of taps you on the shoulder and he points down that tunnel there. He's trying to signal you that he's wanting to continue on.
He wants to go on. He's biting it back.
I
He's...
don't want him vomiting on me. We're heading out. It's
Just imagine it, my style of DM. So if Cornaith vomits behind you, I'm making you roll dexterity to not slip and fall in it. Whee!
That is disgusting.
Yep.
No, you vomit, dude. I'm using you as a ramp.
Anyway, I'll let you decide if you're going to go out and rest or if you're going to stay here or go on. I need to nip to the bathroom anyway, so I'm going to be away for 2 minutes. So, discuss amongst yourselves.
okay. No one has argued seriously against Davo's proposal of going out.
Well, I think Cornaith was against it. Cornaith wanted to continue on.
No, he's willing to continue, but he will not object to leaving either.
Okay.
So I think we're going out because
Well-
no one's argued.
Well, how does Garona and Kiara feel? Do you want to go out and rest up for another day? This is what Darrow's saying. Is there any objections to that?
I have no objections to it. I'm quite keen to get back to the dog. I'm aware I've left him there. But at the same time, if you guys think it's worthwhile, I quite happy to. I feel good enough to keep going.
Garona, how do you feel?
I'm good either way.
Okay. Everyone else is saying either way they're good, so I think Darrow, you're taking the bull by the horns and you are going to go out, eh?
Yeah.
Cool.
Sweet.
Taking charge,
Yeah.
mate. I like it. Right, so the only thing of note this time as you leave would be now I'll change the what map you see.
The entrance cave.
So not the entrance cave. This was the second one. This is the one that was off the entrance cave where the big scorpion was. Remember, that was a dead end. So this one.
Yes.
And that one, which is the second one. So after the entrance and the dead end, you've got that one.
Yeah.
So that one and the dead end, they are all now like the entrance one was. Torches round the walls, set up like with workbenches. There's guys cutting wood. There's guys nailing benches together. There's guys nailing racks together. There's guys making shelves. There's guys making chests. And there's a bunch in both rooms. There's a bunch of carpenters working away. Guys sawing stuff like.
Garona's gonna be like, do we really need to go all the way out to do this? Like, why can't we just, like, camp? Would we be able to just, like, camp here?
We've got. We could go to Norm's friends in the temple and get wounds healed.
Well, if you remember correctly, Norm said one more day to get you more potions again.
What about that ring?
And the ring, yeah, that would be back the next day as well. The ring that you were having identified.
Okay, so yeah, we going back up.
Maybe something else we were getting identified too.
If I remember right, those spears.
Yeah, you had one of them had come back already though. So you had that. It was identified as a +1 spear, the first one. You just then found one that was almost identical, that hasn't yet been identified.
Did we find? It was the silk wrap or whatever was wrapped.
That's right.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was the scimitar. There was a scimitar and a silk wrap.
Fucking scarf, yeah, guys.
The scarf, the silk scarf. It was a silk scarf and a scimitar. So they're coming back tomorrow, and you can get more potions again tomorrow.
Yeah. So we go out and report to Norm about various critters we found today.
Now I think Garona, what Garona was saying though is very valid. Like if you wanted to use this as a camp now, that's what I'm saying. These are a couple more layers of this that are now perfectly habitable for you. There's the guys have got
safe places.
safe. The guys have got stores of food, and as always, these guys work for Norm. You guys are working for Norm. You've got full access to whatever you need down here.
Have they set up a pub out here yet?
Not yet. That's why you're always so determined to go out, eh? I've just now worked it out. That's why, yeah. It's a serious mission. Like you're like this ring that's worth thousands of gold pieces. These hideous, monstrous creatures. It's some serious stuff, but you need to have a beer at the end of a hard day.
That must be some good homebrew.
I mean, he's playing his dwarf to a T.
Yeah.
I love it. If you want to
Resisting, managing, just about to resist, doing more of trying a bit of a northern accent, but not a Scottish one, because obviously I'm avoiding the Scottish stereotype without having to.
the problem with the Scottish accent, mate. The problem with the Scottish accent is never in the history of the Scottish accent has anyone that doesn't have a Scottish accent been able to do a Scottish accent.
Nope.
Mel Gibson,
We don't
Mel Gibson
even have
can't do it.
proper
No.
Scottish accents when we speak to yous.
Yeah, like Mel Gibson can't
This
do it.
isn't how we talk all the time.
Great actors can't do it. Like, just can't be done. Do you know the other funny thing about the Scottish accent is it doesn't matter how Scottish your accent is, it'll become more Scottish. You put it on when you say there's been a murder. You make it even more Scottish. It doesn't matter how Scottish you are. When you say there's been a murder, it becomes even more Scottish.
There's been a murder.
There's been a murder.
You have to.
You do a certain amount of R's, not as much as Northern Irish do.
Oh, aye, they're mad with the R's. I love it. Northern Irish.
But you have more
It's cool. Great accent.
Yeah. So we head out, presumably
To the pub.
we stop by Norm's and say we saw some other creatures today.
Norm is in a jovial mood. He's There's guys coming in and out of his
Drunk?
office the whole time. No, not drunk. But there's guys coming in and out of
Oh.
the office the whole time. Like he's excited about what's going on. It's like he's discovered he's got new property and he's turning this into some operation for something. And there's a lot of things going on. There's guys coming in with clipboards, checklists, taking orders. There's guys coming in with reports. But Norm will put everything on hold for a minute, like he always does with you guys. He's really happy to see you. He smiles the most genuine smile every time he sees you. He asks, how does the quest go? Any sign of the ring, guys? Any clue yet?
Yeah, we cleared out some more areas. There were some oversized frogs.
Okay.
One of them tried wrapping its tongue round me. And there was this great big spider. I killed it with one. Oh, well, they darted it as well, yeah. And then there was this maggot with this big maggot with these tentacles on it, and it didn't last one blow on the lat's hair.
Alex, I see.
And the spider.
Sorry, I saw you lighting up. Were you trying to say something?
No, something fell off my desk.
Alright, no worries, cool. Sorry, I just didn't want to miss anything.
Uh,
So Norm, wow, so yeah, the thing is, every time you come back, you tell him about a different giant version of another giant creature, so he's not surprised by any of this. He says, okay, well, you know the score, guys, if you need anything. Tomorrow, when you go back, I'll have some more potions for you, and your items that you sent away to be identified with my friend Marakai, he's sent them back, they are on the way. They will be with you tomorrow as well. Anything you need,
Thank
as always,
you.
just ask.
well, we've used our spells for the day, more or less.
Yes.
But if we can go out, we can go to. I've gone blank on the priest's name.
Marcus. The head priest at that Church of Cord was Marcus, his name.
Yeah, we can go round Church of Cord and Marcus and his crew. They can cure some wounds.
Yes.
We'll be waiting for tomorrow.
As always, your healing is free of charge at the Temple Accord from Marcus and from the acolytes of that church. You don't have to pay anything for it. And when you go tomorrow, if you go tomorrow in the morning before you go out, he'll give you another 4 of those healing potions.
Right. So he being Norm.
Sorry? With he being Norm. No, Marcus.
Okay, that's the healing potions. Okay,
Yes.
right. Right. We go and get cured. Are we doing role playing at all, or are we dashing straight on to the next day?
It's up to yourselves. Like I said before, you have this full town at your disposal. It's full of NPCs. You can enjoy it as much as you want in between trips down there.
I would like to.
Yeah, I would like to RP.
Yeah, and I think Tammy, if I remember correctly, you wanted me to remind you that there were some things you wanted to buy in town
Yeah.
for Kiara, yeah?
Yeah. What kind of... Sorry.
I was going to say, I don't think we've split the treasure from last time.
Don't think so.
Which
Yeah,
particularly the cash, so if she's wanting to buy stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
please.
you could always.
If you guys don't mind.
Yeah. Let's see. That would. We have each 135 gold and 257 silver and 5 copper each.
Nice.
I can keep track. Dang it. Let's
And
keep
we've
track
got-
of who's got what gold stashed in the pouch.
We've
If
got
you guys want.
we've got 6 extra gold and 6 extra silver from today.
Now in this town, in Machina, you have all the shops, and there is a jewel merchant, a jeweler. So if you want to convert any currency down to like 50p gold, 50p jewels, 500p gold jewels, do you know what I mean? So that you never have to worry about the weight of your coins. You're only going to have to worry about the weight of your coins if you carry around loads of coins. While you're in a town that has a jeweler, you are able to convert everything down to gems. Now, for ease of it, you just write like gems 500 GP value if you've got 500, and then just assume that you've got some that are worth 50, some that are worth 200, some that are worth 100, and you've got a mix of gems, but so that you can have 500 gold pieces of wealth in a hand. Do you know what I mean? In one pouch. If you need to do that, you can.
Now, I should have noted down as Alex spoke much that was. I could put it on Darrow's character sheet.
Alex, could you say again how much everybody has, please?
Yeah, here, I got this. Why don't I just do this?
Ryan,
Uh-huh.
if you don't mind, could you look at my sheet and tell me if I'm right in thinking that I have 105 gold pieces and 5 silver pieces?
Yes. But I'm
yes.
about to add a bunch more, so hang on.
Yeah, I just was quite pleased that I had worked
I'm
that out.
about to give, because we've got the 6 gold and 6 silver, which given we've got, it said we can change things, 6 gold and 6 silver between 1 gold. Over you do, over's 10 to 1, isn't it?
Yep.
So 6 gold is 1 gold each, and then that's 26 silver, which is 6 silver each and 5 coppers.
Yeah, something like that. Sorry, something's distracted me. I've updated your sheet, Tammy. I've put your ones on for you.
Thank you.
Rolling through the town, burning shit down, getting bitches, bro.
It works out.
Chaotic neutral all the way, bro. Oh, I didn't mean to push the talk. I told the guys that. They'll be like, what?
Let's do my sums. $26 silver is 263, and coppers makes that 264. So for people who don't want to fiddle with or change, or want things in gold pieces, it's 162 gold and 4 silver is how individual.
Cool.
uh,
So,
work that.
Tammy,
Mm-hmm.
what kind of stuff was Kiara looking to buy?
Right, so I had, and you can tell me if these are silly things or not, but things like I picked up like a rope,
Yep.
a blanket,
Yep.
and like a blanket for Tegan.
Yep.
I didn't know whether to buy food for him or like stuff for if we get stuck somewhere.
You'll need
More torches. Also like a notebook or a book that I can have to put for like writing in or collecting spells.
Okay. So, what to do then? Just, have you got like a pen and paper there? Save us doing character
Yeah.
sheets. We can work out that
Yeah.
later. Just note everything down on a pen and bit of paper, and yeah, you've bought them all. We'll work out the cost later. None of those things are going to
Oh,
cost.
sweet. Okay.
None of those things are going to cost any amount of money that we'll have to worry about. That's all going to be small change compared to what you've already got. So we can just work
Okay.
that out later, the semantics of it.
Awesome.
And to be totally honest, if you want a book of some sort to write your spells in, keep notes in, just pick
Yeah.
up some a couple pieces of leather. Cornaith will gladly bind it for you. He's got book binding and all that good stuff.
Oh, that would
That's-
be pretty cool, actually.
That's the one
yeah.
thing, actually. A book is expensive. Paper's expensive, the leather is expensive. So we would have to look at how much a book costs, because those are expensive. But
He could actually make the paper himself instead of you making it as well.
Cornaith has non-weapon proficiencies in book binding and leather working.
And paper making.
And paper making.
Sir.
Yeah.
Nice.
Damn, bruh.
So basically you can
No,
make your own
spellbooks are
spells.
fucking- Spellbooks
Yeah,
are
that's
expensive. With those proficiencies, he only pays 25% of the cost.
Nice. So he can make you one.
One of the
Yeah.
because if you can get a spell for your spell book or whatever,
She can
say
attempt.
you know,
She can attempt to copy any spell from Cornaith's spellbook,
Okay.
but you've access to all
Gladly
spells.
offer- He would gladly offer it if she had a desire to learn read magic, detect magic, sleep, or burning hands, or all four of them to put in her book.
I would
So
love to be able to.
to learn spells, Tammy, your character as a bard, she doesn't necessarily need to have a big expensive spellbook like a mage does. You just need to write them
Yeah.
down, because you're not necessarily
Okay.
writing them as magical incantations. You cast your magic through. You're not like attuned to it like a mage is. You understand it through learning about it as a bard. So you write it down in your own way. It could be anything from pictures to Da Vinci's notes to magical runes and whatever. But you can copy from Paul's book.
Yeah.
You can attempt to copy any. Per level, you've got one attempt at each of those spells. You can try and copy them into your own spellbook.
does she have a limitation on how many spells she can have?
Yes.
The same as mages or more drastic?
As per intelligence, yes.
Okay, if it's the same as mages, then probably Paul thinks it's worth Cornaith having spells. Though he didn't have a choice over read magic or... Were they certain spells he would... Oh, anyway.
Read magic and magic are basic spells that wizards learn.
Yeah. Anyway, let's see how the rolls go.
Let me know how many hours they're doing, so that way I can go hunting or fishing.
Okay. Guys, how long... Well, Cornaith, Paul, so for Cornaith, for crafting a spellbook, what kind of time scale are you talking for doing that? Is that something you can do overnight, or is that going to be a longer project than that?
Honestly, it it tells you can do all this stuff, but it gives you no time frame. So I would assume that it is totally up to your discretion.
Okay, now I would say that you're just doing it in all your downtime, really. You're just chipping
Yeah.
away at it. But the thing is, Paul, if you wanted to make a simple one, right? What you guys are doing at the moment is you're going down there for an hour, a couple hours at a time, expending all your hit points and magic and coming back up, and you've got an afternoon and an evening and a night. So I guess, again, for ease of semantics and for ease of play, Paul, just say it takes a whole day to do it, and he's not making a magical spell book that has to have all these words and spells cast into it. He's just making a book. He's putting paper. If he's putting some paper together and binding a bit of leather around it. So I'd say in a day you could do one, a simple one, for a bard.
Okay, fair enough.
I think a simple one would be more. I would prefer that, and I would like that it had been made with someone that I had. That would, yeah. So a simple one is good for me.
Okay.
So all he needs is a couple pieces of stiff leather, a little bit of string, and he's got 20 pieces of papyrus already. He'll throw 10 of them in between and make you a 10-page book.
There you go. So all you need to buy is a couple of bits of leather, Tammy. We can work out the cost of that later.
Yeah.
And Cornaith can build it for you.
Like practical question. Do I need to make a note of having bought something to write with?
Yes.
Cornaith
Yes.
also carries a quill and a vial or two of ink.
So
Sweet. I have written down writing material.
So you would have a few options, because you could use charcoal, you could use chalk, or it would be a quill and ink. Or a quill and blood, depending on how demonic you're feeling at the time, I guess. It's Dungeons and Dragons. Nothing's off limits. That's certainly going to happen in someone's game somewhere.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So sleek.
so I will do... I was going to say I'll do a quick bathroom, but we take a break in 10 minutes anyway, so I won't.
Yeah.
Apart from Kiara's shopping, Garona is going to go
Does it
fishing.
have, what,
I think I'm gonna go hunting instead.
Okay, Garona's going to go hunting in the woods.
Yeah.
Darrow?
is Kiara... one thing I'm wanting to check is, are you letting Kiara do rolls for spells today?
If she would like to, yes, we will. Would you like to try and learn some spells, Mrs. Level 2 Bard that has some spell power now?
I would, yeah. In terms of like what I would like to do first though, I need to go up to the room and see the dog, make sure he's okay, and then bring him like back down to, and then I'll like come and.
I like that you're making that your priority. That's nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then obviously check on where's stuff. Not that I doubt he's kept it safe.
He's done a great job of keeping all your stuff safe.
Mhm.
Also,
Okay.
this machine at arms is, it's not rough like that other bar. This is an inn. They
Yeah.
have good staff. People don't go robbing the rooms here. Your stuff's safe in your room here, really.
Did everyone pick up their gold from the pouch?
Yes.
I have.
Because I'm deleting it.
It's cool. It's all in the chat log here anyway.
Sorry, are you guys waiting for me? Yeah. After I would like to learn spell.
Yep, and also, so you're going to learn spells. Garona's going to go hunting. So, Cornaith is occupied. He's making that book for you. So we'll say that he's going to take all night on that probably. The spells, the trying to learn them, that'll be done in the morning before you do anything. But again, the rolls, it doesn't really matter when we do that. We're at the end of the day, we can do the rolls. So Darrow, I just need to know what Darrow's doing for this evening.
None of you coming drinking?
No.
Why don't you...
Explorer.
Peter, why don't you go and see Torm for a drink? Remember Torm?
Yeah. Go to him.
You always drink solo.
Yep. Aye, you can
Yeah,
always drink by yourself.
I'll stay and have a cider with him again, but I'm too young for drinking. But I will definitely stay for.
Now, Tammy, just a quick reminder about the type of class you're playing. As a bard, you're a performer. You go into a bar, you can sing and dance and stuff, and people might give you money if you make a decent performance.
Okay.
Do you have any proficiencies in like singing or anything?
That's right.
You play a musical instrument. You have a lute.
I play the lute.
You can busk anywhere you go. Remember, going drinking can be a profitable experience for you.
Okay. I was trying to play within my.
That's one of the elements of
right.
the bard we've not seen from you yet. Is the performance side.
Performance.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you could go.
Well then,
drinking.
yeah, I will stay with Darrow for a drink if he's
Yeah.
Cool. Now I want to just have a wee look at your character sheet.
So it sounds like I'm not going to Torm if you prefer cider. I mean, are there any interesting shops? Because I've now got...
There's Finn's Fancies,
Oh.
and that is a jewellery store. He's the jeweller, so he sells, as well as all the kind of gems for changing your currency, he sells all sort of bracelets and necklaces and brooches and things like that.
Yeah, but it's the of it dwarven maid.
Well, if you ask around anybody in the town, they tell you that Finn is a gnome, actually, isn't it? And I would have to check in my book, but it's like Finn Bisselhorn or something like that. Finn is his first name, and he's got a big long last name, and his shop's called Finn Fancy's, a little gnome in town.
There's a shop called Annie's Adventure.
Annie's Adventure Essentials, yeah.
Essential.
So, in her store, you would get all the adventure essentials like torches, tents, bedrolls, blankets, your everything outside of weapons and armor. But they will have even the most basic of. She'll have a couple of long swords, a couple of standard shields. So, like the most basic of weapons, even she will have. Basically, everything that's in the player's handbook, like for, you know, you can buy, most of the stuff will be in this town. A standard anything. If you want, like, if you want a tent, there'll be somewhere you can buy it. If you want a bracelet, there's somewhere you can buy it. This town has most kinds of shops. I'll move you onto the town map, actually.
Looking at my armor, and I'm looking at how much money we've now got.
Uh-huh. Or you're thinking about an upgrade.
Its platinum is 10 to 1 or 5 to 1?
5 to 1.
No, 10.
To 1.
Oh, you have it as 10?
I have it as 10, 10, 10. It's much simpler.
Okay.
1 platinum is 10 gold, 1 gold is 10 silver, 1 silver is 10 copper. I don't know why someone ever tried to do it any other way than 10, 10, 10. Why did people do 5s and 2s and stuff? It's silly.
And any trade-in value for armor?
Yeah, he'll give you like a tenth of, you know, the selling price because it's dinged, it's used. But yeah, he'll give you like a tenth back for the scrap metal. So whatever it costs you in the player's handbook, he'll give you a tenth of that back if you trade in.
I'm still just short of enough. I want to see how much plate is in second ed. So that if it's 400, which is what I remember from first ed, I'm just short.
Bear with me a second. Bear in mind that you hit it off with Torm, so your player handbook price, you might be able to get it a little bit better than that. Maybe. Depends on how that certain interaction goes, but your previous interactions with him have went really well. I'm just going to have a quick look at that then. So equipment.
But what I have is, if I throw in absolutely everything, I've got 367 gold, 3 copper, but 367 gold, plus I'm in splint.
And what you're looking at, splint mail?
And
Oh, to hand in splint, right, okay. And you're looking at scale mail?
And in,
No.
no, the next one up from splint is
plate mail.
plate.
Plate mail 600 gold.
Oh, it's 600. Oh,
Yeah.
it's 200 more than in first ed. Oh, in that case, I'm a long way short.
Yeah, you're a bit short on that.
No, if it was still 400 as in first ed, then it might have been arguable, but I'm still some way short.
Hold on. How did you go from 135 gold to 162 gold?
Because I converted the silver up, and there was the extra 6 gold and 6 silver we found.
You converted all your
By the spy.
silver to gold, okay. Got you.
That as Brian had already said that we could swap things around. That those
Yeah.
jewelers, etc.
Yes, feel free to change your currency in at whatever you need it to be.
Of course, most things are priced in gold, and therefore converted. recording most things as gold on the character.
Do you know what I usually do, right? Like, to make it even simpler, right? I write down everything as gold. So if I had 100 gold and 100 silver, if I had 100 gold and 50 silver, I would just, a silver is 0.1. So basically I would just do, right, I'm not explaining this very well, but imagine a decimal point, right? Imagine you've got a 0 and then a decimal point and then a 0 and a 0. Before the decimal point is gold pieces, after the decimal point is silver pieces, the next one after the next 0, do you know what I mean? That's copper. Imagine 0.00, that's gold, point, silver, copper. Does that make sense? That's how I picture it.
Yeah.
When I'm using paper character sheets or Prem format on my computer, and yes, that's how I record it.
So if you had 2 platinum, 4 gold, 6 silver, and 7 copper, it's 24.67.
I would say that it's in general.
That's how I've simplified it in my suspiciously mildly autistic brain. I don't think it's simpler at all, but that's what I seem to have convinced myself is simpler.
I understand your way.
Now we'll take our 5-10 minutes break then. So it's halfway through our 4-hour session, guys. We'll take 5 to 10 minutes there for everybody to get a rest up, stretch your legs, get the bathroom, get a snack, etc. And then we will continue in the town with your going out drinking. We'll do that. We'll have a wee role play before we go any further. And we've got to learn some spells and we're going hunting. That'll be fun. Anyway, how are we fixed for games? Everybody ready to go?
Yep. Quick question. Do you want a proficiency check for Tammy's book, or can we just say it's simple enough that it's not needed?
Roll a proficiency check. And if you get like a critical success, it's a particularly good one, and if you get a 1, it's shite. Something like that, I guess. Other way around though, 1 and 20 are the other way around in proficiency.
No, actually, that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you need to roll 20 or less.
Yeah, it's based on my intelligence. Intelligence is a 20.
But, Paul, a natural 1
is always a failure.
Yes, a natural 1 is always a failure, a natural 20 is always a success, but on this it's a proficiency roll, it is the other way around. That's a 1, you rolled a 1, so yeah, no, you fucked it up.
Oh, it's a critical success.
No, it's a critical failure.
Oh, because he wanted to roll low, therefore 1
No,
is
for
extremely low.
He wanted to roll low, he rolled a 20. It's the equivalent of a 1 on a proficiency roll.
For you, yes, you're right.
Yeah, it's just flip it round because you're trying to roll low, so that's a 1 he rolled effectively. That's a critical miss.
Yeah, he's frigged up like that. They,
Now,
some
Paul,
things
I said before that.
low.
I said before that you're only failing on a 1. Otherwise, it's fine, and you rolled a 1, so nah, you fucked it.
How many hours is Garona hunting?
I believe you have all afternoon and evening, so really as many as you like, really. You want to roll some proficiency checks for that?
Damn, nice one.
Oh yeah.
Do 5 hours.
Nice. Now the one where you rolled a 1, that's a critical. So is there any rules in that proficiency description about if you do that, or is that just going to be double for that hour? If it's not stated specifically, then say that that's double for that hour because you rolled a critical success.
I'll wear 'em right now.
Cool.
Hunting's different than fishing. It doesn't really give you amounts. It's assumed that, you're hunting like rabbits, deer, things of that nature.
And those are the exact type of things you would find in these forests. These forests are foxes, rabbits, deer, perhaps a bear if you look hard enough.
Oh, hold on. Hunting is like mini adventures, so
Yeah.
shit.
It's
we
like
just
mini
make those our
combat.
fishing 'cause it's the same thing. 12 minus 1.
It's like a mini combat thing. You know, the proficiency lets you get close enough. And then,
Well-
you know, you
Alex, I'll let you do as go into as much detail with it as you want. If you want to do that and do an encounter and actually do that, we can. I can quickly make a battle map, take 2 minutes. Or if you just want to do it like fishing, for ease of play.
Yeah, we'll just swap it to instead of hunting, it was fishing, and then
okay.
maybe next time we could do like a group
Next
where we
time
don't go
do it.
in the cave, we just go hunting.
Okay, yeah. We'll save it for another time then. And I'll make a wee forest map up ready for next time then. That's what I'll do, yeah. Cool, but I mean, don't ever feel like you're not doing something because you don't want to hold other people up. Like, feel free to take time for your character to do something. That's fine. It's cool. Everybody gets their chance to do that.
I'm also keen to do like a separate like hunting thing
You hunting?
every day.
All right, like
No,
yeah,
for
another
right
time.
now.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
okay.
yeah, in general, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I
Now,
think it'll be fun.
I wanted to look at proficiencies for the musical instrument. So if you were to go drinking with Darrow, like how you could earn some money with that.
Mhm.
I'm just having a quick look.
Okay.
Well, you have dancing as a proficiency, and you also have the musical instrument.
Yeah.
An additional instrument could be added for every plays quite well. No proficiency choice, no correct. Okay, so you don't need to make a proficiency check to play your instrument or to dance.
Yeah.
What I would get you to do then is roll a d20 for success or failure,
Wait.
just to determine like how good it is, how good your performance is, or how well received it is, how well you make money.
Oh, that's poor.
No, that's good because I'm doing it against
Oh, is it?
charisma. Yeah, proficiency check. You're
Okay.
always trying to roll low. So, and I was just doing it against your charisma. So you managed to make what is your charisma? It's high, yeah.
16.
So the what I'm going to
Sorry.
do is I'm going to do the difference between the 16 and the 8, which is 8. I'll get you to roll 1d8, and that's how many silver pieces you've made busking.
Okay.
I just make up all these rules
Sweet.
on the fly. Like, there you go. You made 7 silver pieces busking.
I got 35
Sweet.
fishies.
And Alex, Garona caught 35 fishes. Nice. Nice.
How much can I sell these fishies for?
I think about a copper piece each, wasn't it, last time?
Yeah. Can I see if the innkeeper will pay me more because he can make it and do like cooking stuff?
You could try.
Yeah, I'll go talk to the innkeeper
Okay.
this time.
Martha and Mary Fisher were the owners of the Machine at Arms.
Yeah, I go up to them. And I'm like, hi, so I went fishing and I was wondering if you guys wanted to make like fish dinner for the town or whatnot.
So Martha will have a look at the fish. It's all good quality fish you've caught. I'll say, yeah, I'll buy that off you. We've got room in the cellar to salt it, to preserve it. Yeah, I'll happily buy those fish off you. Those are lovely fish.
I was thinking like 2 copper a piece.
Oh, you're maybe pushing it a little bit there. I'll give you 5 silver for the lot. So I think that's going to work out at about 1.5 copper up a piece, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty close. I'm
Yeah.
okay with it.
Okay, so yeah, he'll offer you that 5 silver for the lot.
Awesome.
Cool.
More than I would have got from what's his face?
Yeah. So you went fishing,
Yeah.
made loads of successes. You've sold it.
But I've thought of what Darrow could do today.
Go drinking. What? Is he doing something else, or is he going to go to the pub?
He can start making inquiries about how he would go about getting to the island where there's that Church of Barracks Ram.
Okay, I'm just changing maps to remind myself. Yeah, you would be told that southwest of here, the next town over, there's a little farm village called Dugwell, and there's a pier where you can hire a boat and get over. You can hire a little rowboat for the day and row yourself over.
Yeah. So it's just rowing over. It's not a. Didn't know what sort of distances were involved.
No. It's literally like an hour's row or like half an hour row, or like it's not far at all.
The walk down to there, we can actually get over in a day.
Oh yes.
Right, so if people wanted time, how long will it take to get Yara's...
Her book.
My spell book.
He fucked it up.
Yeah.
He rolled a critical fail on the proficiency check. He fucked it up.
For her to get at least one decent spell sorted.
Well, I mean, just because he failed to make the book doesn't mean she can't still write them down on loose sheets of paper. She can still do that if she wants.
Yeah. But how long? Does she do several in a day, or is it
One a
only
day,
one?
I think. Is it?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I think you can do an unlimited amount per day, but with these 4 spells that you're going to try and learn, if you fail any of these, you don't get to try to learn any of these spells again until you yourself increase another level. So if you fail all 4 of these, you can never try and learn them again until you're level 3.
So yeah, I think I'd probably want to, like, we're not in a rush here. It's like it's quite nice. Like, I would just be taking my time, concentrating on it, and like I'm not in a rush to do them all now.
Well, it's not time consuming. You can do them all now, no problem. Now it's on your character sheet, your chance to learn spell, so you have a chance to learn spell on your intelligence, so 65%. So each time you try and learn a spell, you just roll a D100, and if it's 65 or under, you learn the spell.
Okay.
So you've got like a
Can I
2 in 3 chance.
Can I do that now?
Yeah, just roll D100s. So, Paul, remind me what the 4 spells are?
There's 3.
Or
Read
you,
it.
if you have them.
Detect magic, burning hands, and sleep.
Okay, so read magic first, Tammy, if you want to roll for that.
Yep.
Success. You learned the spell. You have it on a loose bit of paper. Okay, so next was detect magic, is that right, Paul?
Yes.
You failed to detect magic. You can no longer you can't make another attempt to learn that until you hit level 3.
Okay.
Now for the really useful ones.
Sleep.
Sleep.
Yeah.
And burning hands.
Come on, sleep. Like, would be good.
You
Yeah!
learn sleep.
Yeah.
Burning
Okay.
hands.
Good luck. Oh.
Oh.
So you got detect. No, you got read magic
I got
and sleep.
read magic and sleep.
Nice.
It's like one of each.
So now,
Like-
what read magic does effectively, there are a few different applications for that. But say, like you've just had a look through Corneth's spellbook to learn his spells. Because
Yeah.
he's with you, reading it with you, That's possible. If that was some random mage's spellbook, you couldn't just do that. You would have to read magic first, because it's all got like magical locks on it and words, and it's all coded and everything through magic. So you actually need a read magic spell first to be able to even read what it says. So that's the main application of that spell, is for reading someone else's spellbook.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Without their cooperation.
So does this go in?
On character sheet, it would go.
If you
scroll
scroll
down
Spellbook.
by your non-weapon proficiencies, you've got spell memorized and spell book. So, like, in your spell book, you would put read magic and sleep.
Yep.
And if you memorize a spell, you would just add it up there.
So what you would do now, so what your character would do now then, Tammy, is she'll decide. So you have one slot per day. As a level 2 bard, you cast as a level 1 mage. That is, you have one spell slot per day. So you now, with your arsenal of spells, sleep and read magic, every night when you go to bed, you decide which one of them you're going to memorise, and that's what spell you can use tomorrow.
Sweet, okay.
So at the end of today, which will be now, you decide now which one of those you're going to do, and then if you look at the character sheet, you go, you add it in there.
Sleep and read magic. It's such a hard choice which one to memorise.
I mean, hey, you never know. We might come across an old discarded spellbook down there.
So we put it in our pack and then let you guys sleep.
Well, yeah.
I would always.
I mean, she's seen how amazing sleep can be.
Yeah.
It's been beautifully wielded so far by Cornaith.
Oh, it has. Yeah, definitely.
It's a spell that's a lot more useful now than it will be when you've gone up a couple of more levels.
Yeah.
Basically, Tammy, that spell doesn't scale with you. As you get more powerful, that spell doesn't. Some do, some don't. That one doesn't. So it's quite a powerful spell at level 1, but as you get up a few levels, that gets weaker and weaker compared to your other spells.
Okay.
But not necessarily. Being a mage and having access to spells is about using them cleverly. It's about how to use them cleverly. If you've got 10 orcs in front of you, and they've got one giant bat flying above them, if you cast sleep on the giant bat when it's flying above the 10 orcs and it lands on them, you've just killed 10 orcs on a giant bat with a very clever use of this. It's about how clever you are with spells, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
D&D is all about creativity.
And I make sure to reward that in experience points, eh?
Mm-hmm.
If there's a very high level mounted, if there's a mounted fighter who specialises in doing things whilst you're mounted, and you put their horse to sleep.
Yeah, that's a good use of it. Do you know what one of my personal favourite uses of a spell is, right? You know the heat metal spell? I love casting heat metal on someone's armour.
On people in tin cans.
Yeah, that is one of my favourite applications of a spell ever. And also casting continual light an inch in front of someone's eyeballs. It's just another blind spell, isn't it? Blind them. If you cast it on the tip of their nose so it moves with them.
Also a spell which, say, if you're able to cast it on one who's a sneak thief type.
Invisibility cast.
They're going around.
Yeah. Invisibility is a very powerful spell.
I'm torn when I have access to level 2 spells as far as which of the two I'm going to take as my free spell. Scare or Tasha's uncontrollable hideous laughter.
Oh, hideous laughter, brilliant, man. I love that spell.
I was about to express surprise, but I've now remembered what you're a specialist.
What,
Is
is he an abjurer? What's your specialty?
Enchantment charm.
Enchantment, yeah. Nice,
Charm.
I mean, nothing says love like a friend spell on that Minotaur who's decided he's going to kill you.
Imagine.
Mhm.
I have cool story hooks for Minotaurs, by the way. I'm so creative and good with Minotaurs. That's when I get good. So see if my game ever gets really, oh wow, this game's getting really good, this DM's really awesome, there'll be a Minotaur soon. You can tell there's going to be a Minotaur soon, because it's like the only thing I'm good at.
Yeah. Are we...
Are we going back for more?
Yeah. So first of all to Norm. First of all to... I've forgotten his name again.
Marcus.
Marcus, yes. First of all to Marcus.
See, the first group of characters, the first group of players that ever played in my campaign world, they never forgot Marcus's name, because one of the characters flirted with Marcus, and she became like obsessed with him, and there was a thing about Marcus, and nobody ever forgot his name the first time.
First of all, we go to him.
Any healing you need.
Today.
He'll hand you 4 more potions.
Shall the 1d8 ones?
And he'll ask you if you've got any of the empty bottles to give back, because he's running out of those.
I used one, I think.
Because obviously they need these bottles, because they use them for flasks of holy water as well. So if you've got any of these potion flasks left, you would ask for them back, any of the empties.
So we may have some more today. We left earlier than we might have yesterday, because one needed time to recover.
Now, Ryan, I have a mechanics question here that may just be kind of metagaming, but I think it's relevant at this point.
Go ahead.
Are these like your homebrew potions of healing or actual potions of healing, like from the DMG?
I'm not actually sure, because I've given you different ones. You've had ones that have been 1d8, which I think in the book it's 1d8. But I've also given you other ones. I've given you stronger ones.
Well, that's why I asked, because you had the extra healing, correct? But if these are like from the DMG potions of healing, those are actually 2d4 plus 2. And I only remember that because it came up in another game that I'm in earlier this week.
So neither of them are standard. We've got
Yeah. They're whatever I say they are, man. If they're 1d8, they're 1d8.
Devo's character sheet. There's 2 1d8 potions and 1 2d6 potion.
Yeah, the bigger ones were 2d6, but you found those. Those were the ones you found in a box.
Yeah. I think we've now got enough stock on us that running out of healing spells. I may even hold on to a spell today. Just for something else in an emergency.
Yeah, just for a different option.
But now we've got 2 or 3 potions each.
How many potions do I have?
There's no.
You've got, I think the party in total has 8 small potions and 2 big ones.
Yeah, I think we had 2 small potions each, and the characters with the big ones would have been the 2 characters who've been around all the time.
Yeah. So Darrow and Garona each have 2 small ones and a big one. Cornaith and Kiara each have 2 small ones.
One is how much?
The small one is 1d8.
Potions.
Yep, the small one is 1d8 and the big one is 2d6.
Okay.
Okay,
yeah,
and
it's
are
already
they
on my sheet.
definitely? I'm sorry. Are they do we definitely know they're healing potions?
Yeah, you had those identified. Those came
Yeah.
back as identified. Those are healing potions. Remember, you had someone had
Sorry,
a.
that's me keeping my
There is somewhere a potion of
Sorry.
speed. Also, someone has a potion of speed.
Yeah, I have it.
Oh.
Yeah, because because Darrow was not aware that it can age you.
Oh yeah.
And I know the
Darrow
question.
had
That's
He would
right.
have said as a longer-lived character he should have it, but because
ages
he
you weren't
wasn't
here.
aware, it was as you do more damage, you should have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Garona's not gonna use it until like we fight something super big.
Yeah.
Because so far, Garona, every time she's gotten to the point of actually hitting something, it fucking dies.
It dies, yeah. As soon as the axe actually connects, things die usually. She's done well so far.
We start eating things where the sleep spell doesn't affect them.
Yeah, that's when I'm thinking about using it again.
I know it was mentioned. Are we coming back in and continuing? I think before we do that, we need to know.
The first thing is
Sorry,
to stop at North.
Peter, hang on 1 second, Peter. Hang on 1 second. Paul, sorry, can you finish?
I was just gonna say, I think we need to know about this scimitar, this ring, and this.
Yeah, those come back. And those come back to Norm, so you'll get to know what those are when you see Norm on the way down. Now, the ring. Can anyone remember? I think I remember what I rolled it to be. Did I tell anyone?
No, you told
You
us
did
that
not
you'd
tell
tell us later.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You did not tell us because we had not identified it. Garona tried it on and nothing happened that she was aware
Yeah.
of.
Ah, that's right, yes. So I do know what it is. Okay. So, if you go back to Norm, you can find out what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As well as
it didn't
scimitar.
make Garona prettier or stronger, so
Okay,
Garona
so-
put it back down.
So the scimitar's a scimitar +1. Standard. Scimitar +1, okay?
Yeah.
The scarf is a scarf of everlasting preservation. Now, that's not in the DMG or anything. It's just a scarf that whatever you wrap it around will never age. It'll never rust. It'll never corrode in any way.
Hold up. Can you wrap this around a person?
You don't know that. The description you've been given when it's been identified is that it's wrapped around an item, and that item will never age, it will never rust, it will never corrode. The thing is, this scarf member is 3 foot by 3 foot, so you're not going to wrap it around yourself. It's not going to go round Garona.
Damn. Speed potion, wrap the scar, drink the speed potion. Good to go.
I like the thinking, yeah, that was a clever thinking. I guess you could try it. But yeah, that is a scarf of everlasting preservation. So you wrap that around something, it'll never age, it'll never rust, it'll never corrode. That's why, remember you found like 1,000-year-old treasure. And that scimitar was in perfect condition. The ring, who wants to know?
Yes.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a really good one. It's a ring of water breathing.
You cut out, was that water breathing or water walking?
Water breathing.
That's upsetting.
That's a OP ring. That's a healthy, powerful ring.
Someone can stick it, and someone now can stick their head in that hole and see if there's anything there.
The thing with that ring is it actually, in the situation you're in, it could probably help you quite a lot, and that was totally randomly rolled to be a ring of water breathing.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That'll
I'm
be
confused.
especially good for you.
So I'll explain for Tammy, who's a first-time D&D player, the difference between a ring of water breathing and a ring of water walking. A ring of water walking means you can walk on water. A ring of water breathing means that you don't walk on water and you don't walk in water at normal speed. That's a ring of free action, lets you walk as if you're walking through air. So there's 3. Ring of free action lets you walk underwater like you're walking through air. Ring of water walking lets you walk on top of water. Ring of water breathing just means you can breathe underwater, but you swim normally.
Thanks.
So,
would
so,
guess.
so that ring, yeah, you would have guessed that, but there is
Yeah,
different.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
different rings for different things, and this one means you can breathe underwater.
Which can be very useful.
Be very, very useful.
So I have a question,
Uh-huh.
like kind of OOC question.
Uh-huh.
Are you going to like populate your magic shops, or do we just like tell you what we want and then like you roll for it? Like how?
They are populated.
Okay.
I know what items are there and what are not.
Okay.
I've got it all written down in a folder.
Ooh, fancy.
This is always tabletop before I did it Roll20. This is an old world, like.
Ryan's tabletop folders are epic.
Bright pink,
my
eh?
God.
Tammy's seen
Very,
it.
very cool. Very cool stuff.
So, we've got a magic shop where we can trade things potentially, or maybe people can try swapping magic items, ones they can use more, magic weapons for weapons they can use more easily.
You've not got a magic shop in the town. But remember, Torm was a specialist weaponsmith and he has +1 axes, +1 swords, weapons. He'll trade in magic weapons, magic armour, magic shields,
Sweet.
But the next time we've got,
rings
say
and
we
things.
can do
What's
Yeah.
his name?
Torm.
Torm.
Torm and Norm is a bit
Yeah.
confusing.
It is a bit confusing. Torm Truehammer is the dwarf, he's the blacksmith, the armoursmith, weaponsmith,
Torm True.
and it's Norm Thistleton. She's the human, the guy that owns the sawmills.
Right. Are we going to head down now?
Sure.
I'll have Pagan with me this.
Taking the dog this time.
Yeah.
Okay. Norm will give you the normal greetings, ask if there's anything you need. So at this point, this is where you would pick up torches, blankets, anything like that you want to take down. Any standard items you can get. You've got total access to.
Yeah.
And now,
I made sure we've got our bags.
what you would notice when you go back down is right up to the hole where you climb down the steps. So the first 5 caves, they have all been lit up with torches, and he's got men in all of them. He's turned the whole thing into an operation. He's building tables everywhere. He's building benches everywhere, workbenches. There's beams going up the walls. He's reinforcing the ceiling. He's turning it into something.
Yeah.
You're surprised by the amount of work. You're looking at the amount of men around. It's a lot of men, but the amount of work they've done, it seems like there must have been twice as many. And they've been working through the night, clearly.
There's guards,
And there's guards,
presumably
yeah.
at the
At the first entrance.
ones we recognise.
Yeah, the same ones as before. So the half-orc.
Can I just ask, would this be something that that's just impressive because he's done a lot of work quickly, or is it something that's been done quickly and is a bit suspicious?
I guess if you have any kind of suspicious thoughts, then it is a bit suspicious. That's personal, I guess. If you think it's a bit
Okay.
suspicious, then you think it is a bit suspicious.
Okay.
That comes down to how you interpret it.
Okay.
Good question.
I'm a bit suspicious.
Cool. I'm glad you vocalised that.
Just I don't think I would hold it back in either. Like, I'll look about and look a bit suspicious.
God damn it.
Alright. Noted. So yeah, as you came down, there was 4 guards you recognised. There was the 2 brothers. I forget their names. The human guys. And then there was the 2 guys that were the half-orc that was huge, and the half-elf guy with the eye patch that you recognise as Thrall and Zegram, the ones that you had the conversation with previously.
Yeah. Are they now on guard?
They are
Out into the second level.
No, they are where they were before. So the first set of guards, the 2 humans, they are at the storeroom end of the first tunnel coming down into here. Thrall and Zegram, they are at the cavern end. You've then got another set of new guards who you wouldn't recognise at the next bit, at the top of the hole. So at the end of the 5th cavern. Sorry, the 4th one. here would be another set of guards posted.
Right.
Hold up, Georgia.
So basically, he's got guards on all the levels that are his property and nothing beyond.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
And there's guys working all over the place building stuff. Right up to here.
We head on.
So the next one was where you found the spider, the frogs and the carrion crawler. So he's not gone down there yet with his guys.
Right, but it'd be interesting to see what happens once we say we've cleared that level out.
Yeah.
So we've got the last bit to the way down.
Sorry, yeah, I went one ahead. So yeah, you're here.
So I'm expecting to go around with the detect magic later today. I'm going to try and keep at least one spell back.
Like
People can use the potion.
So like you did before, where you were checking in the water and stuff to see if anything glows.
Yeah. And
like I said before, remember, above everything above the big climb down, the water was still and dirty and murky and black. Here the water is almost clear and it's moving, and you could see that there's nothing in the water without a detect magic spell, quite confidently.
Here, I believe it's the way down. Not the way down, the way through.
The way through, yeah. You're not going down any more levels, you're just going onto another map. So
we're heading on that way.
Alright, now I'll just pop you onto that map. I'll pull up some tokens. That's right, hang on. Excuse me just a moment, Twitch folks, and anyone watching. I'm just doing the old Dungeon Master shit of having to grab things from one place, move them to another. This is the stuff they don't see. Remember, I'm sharing with you a Dungeon Master screen. Like these, they don't see these.
Before anything happens, I'm assuming or under the impression that wounds were healed.
Yes, everyone is at full hit points. I was about to say that. Yep, everyone got fully healed. Now, let me just quickly grab something. Okay, as you enter this next section, you hear something coming towards you. So there's no surprise rolls for anyone. I'm going to roll surprise for them. And they are surprised. So, as you come marching through, you get surprised on. Now I'll reveal some map and then described something to you. So what you see me on Twitch and what they don't hear and they don't see.
It's just
is
classic.
I'm on the
We've
GM
got a
layer.
dwarf and a half-orc, both probably clumsy, in nice clinky metal armor, and we managed to surprise something. That's great.
So what I'll
Yeah.
do is I move these from what's the GM layer, so it's hidden from them. I do this and move up to the token layer. They now see it. They see that now.
Look like they got weapons in their hands.
You see in front of you, standing 5 foot-ish tall, maybe a little taller than Darrow, 4.5 foot, something like that, to 5 foot, between dwarf and elf. These fish-headed, humanoid in the sense that they're on 2 legs and have 2 arms, scaly creatures wearing some sort of armour. You can't tell, but they're wearing something. You don't know if it's made of bones, shells, something like that. They carry in their hands spears, and you instantly recognise these spears. They're cruder versions of these ones you saw before. The ones you saw before that are magical, these were very ornate, fancy looking ones. These guys have got cruder versions of those, made again with the same organic material like coral, like shells. They have the head of a fish with massive gaping jaws with rows and rows of sharp teeth, saliva and blood dripping from them, and they're snarling at you, and they stand on these flippered feet, these webbed toes, and they've got webbed fingers, but somehow they're holding these weapons, and these monstrosities are on some sort of patrol or something, and they have stumbled on you, and one of them's kind of half tripped over the heels of the other one, and you guys have a surprise round on them.
We need to roll initiative first.
Unless somebody's going to try and talk to them, or... I mean, although they're surprised and they're on the back foot and they're you can still see they're hostile.
Garona roll initiative.
Ooh. She rolled very shitty. So what did she get? 16?
I know, she rolled hella shitty.
16 plus 7 is...
But that's okay, it gives other
20.
people time to kill things, if they want to.
Give everybody a chance, eh? Right, Cornaith, what's he doing this round?
I really don't want to be the murder hobo type, but at the same time, he really has no way to attempt to communicate with these things in the hopes of not having to kill everything we come across.
Do you speak unknown fish monster language?
Unfortunately, no, that's not one of the
Not
ones
on your list, eh?
Unknown fish language.
Unknown fish monster, because that's what it is at this point.
Man, I should have kept one of the fish.
Now,
Threw a
see,
fish at it.
to be fair, I did consider taking aquatic elven. Just because, he's a gray elf, and that's one of those obscure languages that he could say, haha, I know it and you don't. And it may actually come in handy here.
You might have been in with a shout, yeah. That would be probably your best chance,
But,
actually.
sadly, it depends. Does Kiara appear to be preparing her newly acquired spell?
I wasn't.
What's
I
Kiara
wouldn't
doing this
have
round?
been- Yeah, I would have probably went with my darts, I think.
Okay, I'll roll initiative for you then.
Yeah.
So she's pulling out darts, not chanting?
No.
I forgot to click on my character when I rolled initiative.
Not a problem, I'll sort it for you.
Then Cornate
It's to GM rolling 7, so you should see it.
Cornaith will begin chanting then if Kiara is not.
I need another turn order for 23.
I've added 23 for you. Do you not see it?
No.
Oh, it's at the top.
I see 16.
Stretch it down. Pull
I
it
see
down.
16, 9, 10, 13. That's it. That's all I see.
Stretch your turn order thing down. Like
I did.
Oh, I've got it. It's on mine.
Yeah, so just go out yours.
Hang on, I've just zoomed out. So yeah, I've got. Let me reorder. Darrow, what did you roll? 7.
7.
I've got Kiara on 9, 11, 13. Cornaith I've got on 10, 12 and 14. Which one of those is it?
It should only be the 10.
Yep. No, it's just because we've got leftovers from last time.
Yep.
Garona is on 16 and 23. Do you see them now that I reordered it?
Nope.
You don't? You guys don't?
I'm not. No,
All
I can
there
only
is on mine is Kiara at 9, Cornaith at 10, Kiara at 13, and Garona at 16.
Yeah, that's all I see too.
Maybe roll 20 is just lagging.
Same here.
You need to refresh your roll 20.
Maybe I need to refresh mine.
Yeah.
2 seconds then.
Seeing how we all see the same thing,
Yeah, yeah.
but it's a you thing.
Okay, refreshing.
Roll 20's like, fuck you, Ryan.
Oh, this DM? Yeah, fuck him.
Fuck this guy, yeah. Right,
You're just the. You don't need to know what's really going on.
I've refreshed it. Do you see them now? You see what I see?
Okay, so try putting in the numbers now.
Are they in for me though? I've got Darrow 7, Kiara 9, Cornaith 10, Kiara 11, Kiara 13, Garona 16, Garona 23.
No,
No.
we have 9, 10, 13, 16.
Yep. On the off chance I refresh mine, even it's same turn order, those 4 numbers.
So maybe clear the turn order and restart.
Yeah. Everybody remember what they're on?
No. Hold on.
You're on 9, 11, 13.
9, 11, 13.
Right, can you add them? Right, do you guys see where I've added your turns into the tracker then?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Can you do you want to manually add your numbers then so that
Dope, got you.
cool. Are you able, Tammy, or do I need to do yours?
No, I've not got a clue how.
No problem.
Sorry.
9, 11,
13.
13.
yeah.
Don't worry, Ryan. We got you covered, man.
Nice one, guys. Nice
I
one.
don't, but
It's alright, I've got you covered, Tammy, it's fine.
number 1 fangirl, so.
Yeah, exactly, it's fine. So, I just need to roll their... I don't need to roll their initiative because you've got a surprise. So, feel free to slaughter them. I didn't mean for this to be as easy. This is going to get steamrolled. Okay, go ahead. Darrow.
Oh.
Okay. Arrow doesn't know that these creatures are evil.
No, you would have no way of detecting that they're evil.
It wasn't obvious that they were going to attack us.
Excuse
So,
me.
being a boring good person, he's going to have to go. Greetings, wherever you be.
The unknown fishman monster will reply, or something along those lines. Something like that, you know how it is.
Is he waving his thing at us?
He's waving, yeah, but not in a like hi there kind of way. Like it definitely doesn't translate as hi, how you doing? That you could tell. You don't know the language, but he's certainly not. It's like I don't know, because like certain languages do always sound angry, but this is like Russian times German. This is like Russian.
Jesus
this
Christ,
is
these
like
angry motherfuckers!
it's like Russian multiplied by German. That's how angry he sounds. So yeah, like common sense says that he's hostile. But you don't understand anything that comes out of its mouth if it is speech. Anyway.
So so you're saying common sense. Am I convinced I've got to fight him?
No, that's up to you. I mean, I mean, it's hostile. It's snarling. It would be attacking you if it wasn't on the back foot. Do you know what I mean?
You know it's not saying yo.
Yeah, like it's surprised, so it's not charging at you. But they were like charging at you, and they've kind of stumbled over themselves or whatever their state of surprise is. They're definitely hostile. It's very obvious they're hostile.
If they're definitely hostile, then I can go and...
Yeah, it's not a judgment call at all. They're clearly hostile.
What a judgment call.
No.
In that case, I will click on the thing so I can actually move him. And he can just get there in... That was just in the distance.
Just, yeah. Right, I'll clear a little map as well while we're doing that.
And and I've lost my open character sheet, so I have to open it again. And character sheet, and admit. I don't get any miscellaneous bonus when they're surprised. No, I don't. Yeah.
Can I have it? Can it come here for a little bit?
So, it's the sort of result where I need to hear from you whether I'm rolling damage or not.
You are rolling damage, yeah, not by much, but yeah, you've hit it. Axe bites through armor, whatever the armor is made of, whatever it is you get through.
Hey, thank you.
Ooh, now that's serious. Axe bites into this unknown fish monster's shoulder, if you can call it a shoulder, neck / shoulder, whatever it is. You take a big slice into that. You feel the resistance as you try on the backswing of the axe as you try and pull it out, and you almost feel like you've torn its collarbone in half. If it has whatever it's, do you know what I mean? If it's humanoid, where its collarbone would be, you feel like you've pulled your axe right through that.
Yeah.
It's not dead, but you very badly wounded it.
Yeah.
Kiara's throwing darts, right? Now, Tammy, my question is she going to risk going close enough that she's in short range and she doesn't have any penalties? Which would be about
yeah.
there, which is basically there, right behind the front line. Okay.
She would.
Okay.
I would.
I'll roll attack for her. If anyone else see Tammy's character's picture, we found this girl here. Does anyone else think she looks like the girl from The Witcher with the red wig on?
Where? Hold on, let me.
Kind of, sorta.
Does
She's got an underbite,
yeah.
It's
which
the
I
pic-
really think is very very cute.
Hang on, where can I get that picture?
Needless to say, this is the one with the cutest face.
Oh, they're all super cute.
I'll put it in Discord, Peter.
I was gonna say, Paula, you're showing puppies again.
My wife and I agree 100%. This is the one with the cutest face out of all of them.
Oh, my roll 20 is just Darrow's rolls now.
You're up in the leads.
Okay, I put it in Discord for you. Peter. Anybody that's watching on stream, I've got it up on screen just now. I think it's the same girl, you know. I think it's that girl from The Witcher. I was looking at that picture. I was like, that's totally her, just with different colour hair.
I have
Anyway.
another photo of the same woman.
Yeah, hang on. Sorry, I'm totally digressing here, but it's kind of annoying me now. What's her name? Yennefer, eh?
Yeah. I really like this hairstyle. Like, I should probably cut my hair to this.
Yeah, let's find an image of her.
Okay.
It's not the same girl, it just looks a lot like her. Anyway, I digress. Kiara's throwing a dart.
I was got too well to hit.
Yes, I'm sorry, I digressed. She's missed. Cornaith.
Cornaith is being mauled by a puppy.
Oh, we didn't roll initiative for Tegan.
Oh yeah, because he would he would be at the front. I'm sorry, this is like the downside to me not being able to move.
It's alright, I'll work it out.
Pretty much wherever like I go, he'll be like at the side or.
Yeah, he rolled 8, so he'll go next. After Cornaith, he'll go.
He has managed to put 4 hit dice worth of creatures to sleep.
Okay. Now, 2 seconds. Oh, I never filled it in there. Watch how fast I do this, folks. Practice Dungeon Master.
This is of course assuming
They are 2 plus 2 each. So does 2 plus 2, does that count as 2 or does that count as a 3?
I would assume 2 plus 2 counts as 3.
It does,
because it's over 2.
Yeah, it's over 2.
Nice.
So you put one of them to sleep. So it'd just be the closest one, wouldn't it? Yeah?
Works for me. That's how I would have cast it, to get the closest one first.
How many rounds is he asleep for?
Unless you saw it was damaged already, but depended whether you started your spell after it was damaged.
How many rounds is it asleep for, Paul?
5 rounds.
Nice. Okay. Nice work. Now, I'll have to move your token to somewhere where you could see it. Yeah?
Fair enough. I was under the impression that we were all keeping up.
Yeah, cool. So, Kiara throws another dart.
Sorry guys, I had my headphones out.
No problem. I'm just throwing your second dart. Oh, critical miss. So, you need to now roll. Can you roll 1d6 for me, please?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you lose this attack and the next one. And also your next round of attacks. Everything this round and the next round. Well, standard...
I love how you wait there, Ryan, and you're like, and your next round.
Well, the standard is that you lose your next round. You're only losing attacks this round because you have multiple attacks. So if that was a fighter with just one attack per round, you would lose your next round. So you're losing your next round, which is 3 attacks. You're also losing this one and another one because you have 3 per round with darts. You're losing a lot more attacks when you have more.
Sorry, guys. Taking my gum.
Well, we've had a serious critical hit. It was about time we had a critical miss, right? So it's Garona.
Garona gonna do what Garona do. And she's going to... I can move up here, right? Next to Daro.
Yeah. Remember that one in front of you? That's the one that's asleep. So you can step right over it if you need to.
Okay, yeah. So I should be able to move.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Just step over it. Yeah, you have up to 60 and then attack, so you've got plenty.
Yeah, I have plenty of room. I'm gonna hit this mofo! To hit!
Good luck.
Oh
no, that's a miss. So, well, your axe strikes off its shoulder and it hits a piece of the armor. And it doesn't go any further than the armor.
Okay, my next attack.
Yep.
BAM! I get angry and I put extra. Oh, so sorry, Eclipse. I just kicked you in the face. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. So as Garona swings with her left axe for her first attack, and it misses. It clanks off the shoulder of the fishmonger, and she gets angry, looks at him, looks at her axe, and just puts extra force into her battle axe, and she swings her mighty force.
Oh no! He had exactly 12 hit points. So you take 100% of his life force is blasted out of him with one slice. He almost survives, but then that one last drop of blood that drips out, that's the one that killed him. It was the straw that broke the camel's back. Drops down dead next to his sleeping friend. So there's one asleep at your feet and there's one dead in front of you at your feet.
How long do we normally go for? Till 6?
Yeah, 1 more hour.
Another hour?
Another 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
As he falls to the ground beside his sleeping compatriot, you hear noises ahead of you, somewhere off in this direction. Shouts. You're almost convinced you hear something shouted in common.
Almost convinced we hear
something shouted in common, amongst grunts and sounds, and like before this monster, the noise he made, you swear you almost hear a snippet, a word or a phrase spoken in common. And this is just noises you hear, shouts, loud noises up ahead of you in that direction. I'm going to reveal a little bit more maps just because of the angle Garona's at now.
I think Dano will finish off the sleeping one.
Okay, just roll 1d20 then, so that just in case you roll a 1.
Who? Just Peter.
Just Peter, yeah, he's going to do the coup de grace.
Okay.
Cool. He's dead.
Not a 1.
Not a 1. That's all I need.
Then we know they're there. They know we're here.
Yep. Now, I just want a quick explanation to Tammy on something. The new player in D&D, right? Rules as written in 2nd edition Dungeons and Dragons. When something's asleep like that under a magical sleep spell, to kill it is an automatic kill. But that's a home rule. I'll say roll an attack roll, and if you roll a 1, because I just think that there's always a chance of fucking up something, especially if you're swinging a sword. Even if it's lying on the ground totally still, you can still trip over something as you go to do it. So that's what that is. It's a 1 in 20. It's a 5% chance Everyone has it. You're walking around in armor. You're sweating. You're under pressure. There's always a chance of fucking up. So even on that, I give it.
Okay, yeah.
And Ryan, that may have been a failure, but that was just to attempt to pick out those words in common to see what they were.
Okay. Well, so you failed. Okay. And that
I mean, it was
a
a failure.
detect noise. Yeah. Okay.
I just didn't want you thinking I was just hitting buttons to hit buttons. There was a purpose behind that.
Yep. Okay. Thank you. So yeah, you see a little bit further down to another little dead end and turn. Garona, you would see that. Darrow, you see a little bit less, but almost the same as her, just with angles. And you hear noises coming off in that direction. Grunts, shouts, inhuman ones. Perhaps a human one? You're not sure.
Right. Well, I check that everybody else is ready.
Yeah. Oh, no.
I doubt that this will apply, but I have to ask because I have such a broad range. Is any of it recognizable as orc, gnoll, or hobgoblin?
No. But good
Okay.
question though, Paul. I 100% well done asking, man. But no, it's not any of those languages. In fact, nothing would even be similar. Nothing like, you know how you could, like, there'd be some small similarities between German and Dutch. There'd be some similarities between French and Italian. It's like that. There's similarities between orc and between goblin and between ogre and between whatever. No, nothing. Nothing even close
Does it
to any
sound
of the languages,
orcish?
you know. No,
Okay.
no, absolutely not.
Damn it.
I mean, there are benefits to a 20 intelligence, I guess.
Yep. Unfortunately, what you hear is not a language any of you are anywhere close to understanding. Bless you.
We are advancing, or we're ready, or preparing our ground here.
Sorry. Could you say that again, Pierre?
Are we advancing or preparing our
Yeah.
ground here?
I mean, I think we should very, very cautiously advance. I mean, combat's not silent, so whoever or whatever it is obviously aware that we're here.
Well, it got noisy down there after your combat. As that second one slumped to the wall and slumped to the floor, that's when you heard the shouting.
Okay, so we're advancing carefully.
Mm-hmm.
So move that far, and Garona can move, and then. Okay, you're moving us all.
I can't attack. I don't have any attacks. Tegan will have, but I'm probably not going to be much use.
No,
Initiative's
ended. That combat is over.
Oh.
So if another one starts, there'll be another
Does that mean I
initiative.
get
Means you don't lose those attacks.
Oh, sweet.
Okay.
Hold on.
Ooh, she threw darts. Did she get her darts back?
Yeah, she can get her darts back. She's only thrown one, and it only it's landed here and hit the wall. The rest she's dropped, so she can pick them all up quite easily.
Okay, continue. Please, sorry, we're waiting for you to reveal more map if there's.
Well, are you going any further
sorry,
forward?
guys.
Well, yeah, actually, hold on. 'Cause you'll
following
see a
the
little
sound.
bit up here.
I'm not. Shouting still coming from somewhere. We advance carefully. The shouting's coming from down to our right.
Yes.
Garona's gonna do a little sneaky peeky around the corner.
Oh, the wee sneaky peeky, is it? Right, okay, so, from that angle... Hang on. You see what I'm trying to do there, don't you? Because she sees it at an angle, yeah?
Okay.
Now, at this point, just don't move your characters any further. At this point, this is where you'll see something come up, right? This is the fun bit, bringing stuff up. Hee.
Is it sad while you're doing this? Is it sad that you remember Ragmus Ryan, right?
Yes.
Is it sad that Cornaith has a better chance to move silently and hide in shadows than Ragmus
And
does?
that thief, yeah, he was a thief. That is funny. Anyway, so you see another couple of these monsters. Again holding the spears. And they're snarling. Again, something along the lines of something like that. And they're snarling and they're coming at you.
Which is
I'm gonna go
Which
back and
is-
watch the VOD of this and watch your
Okay.
face when you do these.
Yeah.
which is fish face for roll initiative, I assume.
Yeah, that's unknown fish monster language for roll initiative. Exactly, Peter. Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
you were saying, Alex, you'll need to watch the VOD so you can see my face when I'm doing the voice.
Yeah.
I'm watching myself.
It's epic.
I'm watching myself on my second monitor when I'm doing it, and it is pretty funny. If I say so myself. I'll clip it later.
And what do I
Yes.
roll for? And what dice do I roll?
If you go to your character sheet and for what weapon you're gonna use, if you go all the way to the right, you'll see like past speed. There's a little like D20 there, and you click that,
Okay.
and it'll automatically add in all of your shit for you.
Were you using dart or dagger?
Well,
I know it's a fucking dagger. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, using the dagger. Okay.
Yeah, magic dagger.
Just make sure before you
I
click
just-
on that roller that you have your token selected. Otherwise, it'll throw you an error saying there's no token selected.
Right, hold on. If I can't, do you guys mind if I try to do
Listen.
it? It's just.
Yeah, okay, I did it for you, but I'll delete it and you do another one.
Oh, sorry,
No,
right?
no,
it's okay.
delete it and do another one. Because what I accidentally did
Wait.
was I clicked Garona's token and I've changed Garona's initiative. So I need to change yours back to 10.
well, so I've done the same mistake of getting to click on the character.
Yep.
But as I insisted on my initiative last time when I rolled a 1,
Yeah.
better concede that I
Oh,
have
shit.
15 initiative this time.
Done.
Oh, Ryan, I think I've deleted something off my character sheet
Have
and my
you?
weapon.
Yeah, you have.
And
I can
maybe.
fix that real quick.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know how the fuck I've done that.
2 seconds, I'll fix it.
It's all good,
I'm so
Sammy.
sorry.
At least you're able to access Roll20 now. That's the important part.
Wow.
I'll move it
Yeah.
over so you can see me fixing it. Honestly, it doesn't take me long.
Thank you. I do appreciate the stall time as well, guys, for me fucking about.
It's alright.
Right, so. Please include bonuses.
I need a phone charger.
That-
There you go, I fixed your character sheet, Tammy.
Yeah, but did I do the wrong roll?
No, you've done the right roll. You've just not clicked your token first, so...
Oh,
Can you
Halfway.
Now it's done.
Can you throw a second one on there for Cornaith, just
Yep.
in case they get within throwing line of sight?
Done.
Thank you.
It's for Kiara. No, she was daggering. Sorry, my mistake. Okay.
I have a really horrible cough.
Garona, you need to add a
Hey.
your second. Done. I assume she's using her battle axes, yeah? Alex, Garona's using battle axes, right?
Yes.
Cool. So, these guys actually go first. You've all rolled pretty crappy on your initiatives. Or nobody's rolled great anyway. So these guys come snarling at you again. With the...
You sound like a combination of Baldur's Gate kobolds and murlocs from WoW.
I'll take it. That's, yep, that's something like what I'm going for, man. So cool. Yep, picture that. Imagine that. That's exactly what you're going for. So the first one's going to run up and attack Darrow. He's the closest one to him. Darrow, get ready, because this thing's going to swing the spear at you. Thrust the spear. And it misses. It goes flying wild over your shoulder. Misses your head by 1.5 feet. But the next one comes marching in and with a more subtle, perhaps more even romanticized. Like, he'll come running up and he's going to try and do the same thing to Garona. Again, he's using one of these cruder version of this shell spear that you found earlier. And he's going to just bounce it off Garona's armour. Garona gets her turn next. Alex?
Yeah.
Cool. I thought maybe I hadn't pressed push to talk. I do it all the time.
Garona is gonna do what Garona do best.
You go, girl.
Oh, negative one.
Yeah, there she goes. There she goes.
This
All right.
bitch gonna die today.
Roll me some damage, please.
9.
Very serious wound. And that was on that one or that one? Because you can reach them both.
Yeah, we'll go. Okay, it was my left axe, so it'd be the one closest to my left, so it'd be the top one.
Okay, he's still standing. But he's bleeding heavily.
Like, as a free action, can I, like, flex at him? Like, I swing at him, and like,
And you don't have a free action because you get 2 attacks per round. You're too busy attacking at double speed.
Okay.
So yeah, Cornaith next. Cornaith. You throw a knife. Armor class 7 is a miss. Bounces off this organic shell armor it's wearing. It's like piecemeal armor. It's bits here, bits there. Probably a bit over the left shoulder, but not the right, because you know that it's shield arm and it's spear arm. But yeah, you've bounced off the armor with that. Kiara. This is you're attacking with the dagger, right?
Yeah.
Now you're not at this point. You're not going to be able to attack with the dagger because the
They're
guys
not
are in
enough
your way.
speed.
But because the dagger is of equal or faster speed, because the dart is of equal or faster speed, I'll let you have one shot with the dart this round. You can change weapons and use the dart, but you're not going to get multiple attacks. You can have one.
Okay.
So to not waste your round, because you can't use the dagger this round.
Yeah.
It's definitely too short a weapon. If you're using a spear, yeah, you can attack from there. A halberd, a polearm, that kind of weapon does get an attack. Dagger certainly doesn't, especially with the big guys in front of you. So you can throw one dart in place of it.
Okay, yeah.
Can you do that on the sheet, or do you want me to do it?
You're probably quicker.
Cool. Yeah, we're not in a hurry, but I'll do it.
In case I delete.
In case you delete your weapon lines again.
Yeah, I don't know how I managed to do that.
You did 2 of them as well.
I don't know. It's because when I did it the first time, I wasn't sure it had happened, so I tried it again.
Oh, it's a critical miss with the dart. Okay, so I need to... Right, you roll the 1d6. You roll this yourself, alright?
Okay, I can do this one.
Okay, so it's a critical miss, so you lose your next attack.
Okay.
Doesn't matter what weapon, because you were switching weapons there, because it was generous and gave you the dart, you're going to lose all attacks with any weapon next round. So, Cornaith, is this a second attack with another throwing knife, yeah?
Yes.
Cool, good luck.
Sorry.
Oh, but yeah, we missed the dog again.
It's because he wasn't here the last round.
Yeah. Right, I'll just let him go at the end of the round.
He can just go at the end. Yeah.
Nate, which are you going for? The wounded one or the unwounded one?
This one is wounded. This one is unwounded.
You know, to be fair, I didn't expect a hit, so I didn't think about that. So odd is top, even is bottom.
Okay. Bottom. That's the injured one, nice. Okay, roll damage, please. 1.
No, the injured one's the top one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
it
to
is.
be
I've done the wrong
fair,
one.
to be fair, I didn't think that through, so that's why I did it randomly.
My goodness.
Yes, the top one is the injured one. Sorry. They're now both injured.
They're both wounded.
Darrow.
It's Darrow's.
Oh. We've had a lot of combat in the first 5 or 6 sessions. The fighters have had a real chance to shine. I will make it up to the other classes in future games, but this has been very good for the fighters.
I do feel I was lured in under calm pretenses because the first couple of episodes that I watched any of these play was a lot of role play and no battle.
It's gotten really thick, the action since since then.
I fucking love it.
Right, Peter, that's a miss. Unfortunately, or it's a bounce off the armour anyway, because it's under 10, but not good enough. So that's in the armour class. That's not going to do it. Garona, take your second attack, and then I'll do the dog. We'll remember to do the dog. That's a miss. Okay, so the doggo.
Yeah. Is it a D6?
Well, no, you've got to roll to hit first.
Oh, okay, what's that?
Now, because he's small, I'll let him sneak in. I'll roll it. I've got because he's got a character sheet.
Yeah, I think I'm on it.
Oh, you've got it, right? 6. So go to his weapons table. Should say bite. Just roll to hit on that.
Mm-hmm. It's the wrong one. No, it's not.
Under Thaco, there's something that says hit. Be a number, and then below that there's a hit. Ah!
Oh!
Done a successful.
Nice. Okay, so roll the
Done a
damage.
success roll.
Which is a D6.
No, it's 2d8.
Oh,
It's
okay, hold on. Yeah.
This dog,
The damage.
this dog only has a 19th echo. It doesn't have the best armor class, but when it bites, it's got some serious damage. Now that's the bottom one.
He's
Well, actually, you can choose which one it is. Is that the bottom or the top?
Which one's
The top is the more injured.
the top one? Top one.
Right. The dog jumps up, gets its claws right into whatever the equivalent of a jugular is for this fishman beast, and tears it out. And it drops limp to the floor in a pile of blood.
Yeah.
So now it's another round. But I'm going to have to do something else now. Hang on, if you just wait a second, guys.
My token in the top changes to the dog as well.
Just a second, guys.
No problem. Take your time.
Okay, now we have our initiative order, but I want to roll for the dog because I just added that 20 before to put it in at the end of the round, so that's not fair. I want to actually roll the dog a new one.
Yeah.
Do I need to? Are we re-rolling, or are we just keeping the same initiative?
Only if you're using the same.
Okay,
if you're doing something else. If you're using battle axe, it's keep your same initiative.
And I don't have.
So what's everybody doing? Let's just check. Tegan's attacking. Garona, you're using battle axes, so add a third attack for you this round.
And I need a second attack.
Okay, so Garona's second will be, third will be on 24. Darrow's will be on 20. There, now we have our full initiative order for the round. So, we start off with Tegan. I assume he's just attacking the one that's right in front of him, Tammy, yeah? I'm just moving that out the way, just for ease of play. Tammy, is the dog just attacking the one that's directly in front of him, yeah? Oh, Tammy, you're lighting up, but I don't hear you. Is it just me, actually? I don't hear anybody. I'm going to quickly disconnect. Oh, no, I hear you, Paul.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, I hear you, Paul.
Yeah, you're fine. She's lit up. Can't hear her.
Okay, I'll roll for her then. Tammy, if you can hear me, disconnect and reconnect Discord. There she goes. Anyway, the dog misses. 15. Ooh hoo hoo.
Can anybody hear me?
Yes, hear ya.
Yeah, we can now.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, you're
Welcome
back.
back.
Yeah, you're back now.
I was sitting for ages and then realised nobody was speaking and I was like, oh.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. Ooh.
Oh,
That thing is huge!
Whoa, what have I missed?
Okay, so a giant
Holy
lizard
shit.
Like you're
comes bounding
shit.
out. Giant lizard comes bounding up, and it's fast. It moves faster than any of you guys. You can see that because this thing, in game terms, this thing just moved 75 feet and is going to attack. So in game terms, it has a moving rate of 15, where a human has 12. But anyway, it's came up really fast, and it's going to snap at Garona and try and bite her. This thing must be 15 foot long if it's an inch. Oh, and that doesn't hit you, eh?
No.
Close but not close enough.
Close but not close enough. Now, the random fish monster head guy is also going to attack. But he has, in front of him, closer, he has the dog and Darrow. So I'm going to roll a dice. Odds is the dog, evens is Darrow.
Oh, come on.
So that's the dog. So, he pokes his spear trying to hit Tegan. Oh no, hits him!
Oh, bastard.
Now. And Tegan takes 6 damage. So he's down to 11. Garona, with your first of 3 attacks this round, what are you going to do?
She's gonna swing at this bro. Like, and she's gonna be like, yeah, do!
Now, was she swinging that at the giant lizard or at the monster fish head guy?
Lizard.
Okay, that is a hit.
Dealing 10 damage as her left axe comes swinging at his leg.
Nice, yeah, Garona's axe takes a big chunk out this giant lizard. It's still going though. Cornaith.
okay. Now these strange fishmen, you know, they're using weapons. They obviously need to train to use those weapons. However, that lizard is a natural killer. That will be his target.
Okay.
Okay.
That he completely misses.
You missed. Now, Kiara, you lose all attacks this round. Because you fumbled
Yeah.
last round.
What's that next thing?
Oh my
Look
god,
on,
excuse me, I'm so sorry.
look at the map, guys, down here. It's a figure. A human figure dressed in black. Forget that the token's not dressed in black, right? Theatre of the mind, guys. Dressed all in black. With a black cowl and a black beard. and a mad black look in his eyes. And you hear him muttering, but he's not speaking in common, he's saying some sort of magical incantation, and his hands are waving around, and he seems to be opening a book. And then all of a sudden, from his hands shoots forth a burst of energy. 2 of them. And they strike Garona.
Oh no. Oh no, is this magic missile? Oh no.
Yes, it is. So both of the bolts of a magic missile spell come crashing into Garona. For 7 damage.
Oh my god, that could have been hella bad.
Yeah, so you take 7 damage from magic missile. 2 sizzling bolts of magical energy hit you, boom, in the left breast and boom in the right breast, and fry your nipples. And he shouts, "Curse you, middling! I'll end you all! My creatures! Kill them!"
Okay, this is great. This is great.
So Cornet,
Garona's not weird right now.
he's got a mad look in his eyes and he cackles.
The second attack of the round.
Yeah, is this a second throwing knife attack, Cornet, right?
Yes. So yeah, I mean, Cornet just saw something that totally blew his mind.
You didn't see the caster, you heard the sounds and you saw the bolts hit her. Because bear in mind, you're back here, you can't see through this wall, so you've seen her get hit by magic missile, you didn't see it cast.
No. You don't understand. Cornaith is an enchanter. Cornaith is barred from invocation, evocation. Cornaith has never seen magic missile.
Oh yeah, that's his bard school, yeah.
Into his companion.
So that was a totally new thing to him to see a magic missile.
Yes.
Oh. So he's kind of scared right now. He's got all this magical training and he's never seen this shit.
So, I know I threw a dagger or a knife, so I'm sure that this will be a no. However, can I, instead of taking a second attack, take a quarter movement to get visual on wherever this came from?
Yes. Short answer.
Biggest problem is you'll be going up to a monster.
It's fine. If his character wants to do that, then his character can.
The closest he would get anyway, if he tries, is saying that if you want to go there, you are taking an attack of opportunity from that lizard. You have to squeeze past it. You have to pass its space. So if you wanted to go there, it's an attack of opportunity from the lizard.
I am willing to
He's taking the risk. He's taking the risk. Yes.
As crazy as it sounds, I am willing to risk this because
6 HP!
Hey, no, listen, right? Out of character for a second. Let's go meta game for a second. That's how you earn 100 XP for role-playing bonus. Because his character, that's his opposition school. He's never seen this shit before. He's ready to jump past this giant lizard that's an obvious threat to try and see the source of this spell. I love it. It's beautiful. I hope you don't die. I really hope you don't die.
To be honest, I'm willing to risk this for that reason. Number one, he's never seen anything like this, and number two, obviously that is the danger. Not this lizard and not this thing with the spear. That magic is the danger.
To him, yeah, man. I would love and respect the way you played that. It's sick. It's really cool.
No.
I hope you don't die.
I mean, I hope I don't die too, but realistically, it's a risk I gotta take.
Oh, you got away with that one. It snaps at your heels, and your dexterity alone is enough to get you out of the way.
Oh, you lucky son of a bitch!
So, Paul, Cornaith will get a direct line of sight now, and he will see this. Obviously, it's you a mage, because you're a mage, right? And you see you see his fingers sizzling like the little puffy, greeny grey smoke puffing off puffing off the ends of
so
his
sorry.
fingers.
Yeah, guess who's going to
bless
sleep
you.
next round?
Excuse me.
He's got a sparkle in his eyes, a mad glow in his eyes.
Yeah, guess who's going to sleep next round? Fuck him.
Oh my god. This is not good, guys. They're not good at all.
Magic
Oh, no.
dueling is starting.
Listen,
You would
I
be
have
so
faith
lucky
that
this
Daryl. I have faith that Darrow and Garona can take these things down in enough time for me to put this guy to sleep, so he's not blasting you with magic that I've never seen before.
I love it.
Okay.
Go
Come
for
on,
it,
guys, don't
Tony.
let me down.
Go for it.
Oh my god, dude! He could have, like, super killed you, depending on, like, what this lizard could have done. Oh my god. Garona would have been devastated.
Ready to roll for arrow when I'm given permission.
Go ahead, mate. It's your turn.
Which was enough to hit
Was
one
that?
of these men, but
Yeah, that was the fish man. Yeah, that
Before-
is a hit.
yes.
For 5 damage. Okay. Yeah, but you take a big chunk out of him. Staggers back. Almost goes to one knee, but he's back up and he's still coming. Garona, you have your second attack of this round.
Okay. Garona is going to plant her right foot, bring her right-handed axe up over her head, and very recklessly try to hit him over the head with her axe. 5.
Sorry, was that on the lizard, the
Yeah.
fish man, or that's a hit?
Lizard.
Oh, on the lizard? It's not a hit. Oh wait, I wrote the wrong thing. Hang on. So it's a hit.
Oh my god! As she swings her right axe down and try to hit him with her bladed side of her axe. It's 12 damage.
And she kills it.
Splits his head right in half.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, one dead giant lizard. Garona, she's done it again.
Hey.
There's your handbag.
Arrow trying to finish off the
Fish man.
man.
That's not going to hit it.
It's not a hit.
No. And Garona, for our last act of this round, you have your
She's gonna swing at the
third
fishmonger
act.
with
Fishmonger.
her left hand being slightly off balance from her right foot.
She misses.
Turns and swings and misses completely.
Yeah, not misses completely again. 10. So pings off the armor. Just glances off the armor. Just tickles him a little bit. He doesn't even notice it.
What we're hoping for is that the dog finishes it before it finishes the dog.
No, the dog went at the start of the round. Did he not already go?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but I'm looking
Oh,
at
Yeah,
it.
you got stabbed.
Yeah,
About
in the
to
next
start.
round. Sorry, yeah. Okay, for the next round, is anybody
Right.
changing what they're doing? Because I've got changes to make in what people are doing.
They-
I get one this
they-
round.
It has indicated that he is.
Do I get one this round?
Yes.
Get something this round.
Yeah, you will.
Right.
And I will be right back. My bladder's telling me to take a minute away.
Okay, I'll quickly do that as well then, mate, to be honest. There's going to be...
Yeah, me too, but you guys have been with me twice already.
Actually, nah, I'm alright. I'm cool. So, yep, so for this guy, I've rolled his initiative. Darrow, what's he doing? Using his axe? So I just drop the second one. Garona, I'll just drop the third.
leave it as he's doing his axe, because at the moment there's still an opponent in front of him.
Okay.
Oh, I might have did something too soon or the wrong thing.
What have you done? You've rolled initiative for Dart. No, that's fine.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's fine. I just need to add your second and third ones now.
Oh, does that have to be done 3 times? Because there's 3.
Yeah, you don't roll it 3 times though. You just roll the first one and then add the weapon speed twice.
Yeah.
So that if the first one's 7, it's then 9 and 11. So you've got 5, 7, 9 that time. So, let's go through. So Darrow's using his axe. Garona's using her axes. Kiara's using darts. Cornaith is doing... Oh, he's casting sleep, eh? Paul?
Yeah, I think he.
Oh,
He
he
went
ran
to
to
the
the bathroom, but that's right. He's casting sleep.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's changed his initiative.
I keep
Yeah.
forgetting I have 6.
It's
He did say
his
guess.
casting sleep
Yeah, he did say guess who's
Then
going to
it is
sleep next
spelled-
round. So.
place.
All right, this round's gonna be interesting, right? Paul, just to confirm, you were casting sleep, yeah?
Yes.
All right, so Kiara first with your first attack.
Yeah.
What's happened to the fish-headed initiative?
He's still there. He's got 9. Between Kiara and Cornaith.
What did I roll, sorry?
There we are now.
Well,
Yes.
the thing is, are you attacking this guy with... You're attacking this fish head guy with the darts, aren't you? So yeah, you just roll
Yes.
to hit with dart.
Is that right?
And it is a hit. So now just roll the next one along, the damage, small to medium. Just the next button to the right on the sheet.
Mhm.
Yes. Nice, Max.
Nice.
That's about time.
He's been taking a fair amount of damage.
He's took a few.
Hopefully,
Yeah, he's took a few hits, eh?
it's a toughie, this one.
So, Tegan's turn. So Kiara's dog, he's right in front of him as
Yeah.
well, so he's going to try and bite. Do you want to roll it or shall I?
You go. Sorry.
Okay. Let's go, I'm ready. He misses.
Oh.
Kiara, it's your second
Okay.
dart if you want to roll another attack.
Yeah.
It's a miss.
Miss.
So fish head man, with a snarl, he's going to look at, again he's got the dog. It's hard to see on the map there, I'm going to zoom in a bit.
We've got so many choices.
Yeah, I'm going to say he's still choosing just between Darrow and Tegan though. So odds Darrow, evens Tegan. Darrow.
Right.
So he's going to take a swing with his spear at you, mate. And then he's going to miss completely. Cornaith casts. Starts.
Sleep.
Yeah. Paul, take it away.
Right.
I assume he's within range.
I am going to find out right now.
So he is 57 feet away. So your range is 30 yards / feet.
Which comes out to 90 feet.
Yep. Sick.
3 feet per yard. 30 yards would be 90 feet.
And you cause a comatose slumber to come upon 4 hit dice of creatures. Let me check this motherfucker's level. You might have just done it, you know.
Did 2 missiles, so that hopefully means he's 3rd or 4th.
He's 3rd at least. I know he's 4th or 5th, mate. I think he's 4th.
If he is 5th, it'd be 3 missiles.
Guess what? That motherfucker be sleeping.
I've done my job.
Woo, 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 yeah!
Right.
Nice, Paul. Nice.
Put my life at risk to make sure he can't hurt nobody else. Put his ass to sleep.
Me. You've turned You've turned the whole tide of everything with that roll. Oh, that's the best roll of this combat, Paul. That could change the whole tide of how everything goes. Kiara, you've got one more dart to throw.
Yep. Who have we got? Let me see on this.
Don't you just love when the player characters fuck your entire plan?
Oh, mate, yeah, like there's loads of cool stuff that he's not going to do now.
It just wasn't his time.
Ah, yeah.
A stinking cloud on top of us wouldn't have gone down well.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so is this fish head guy?
Well, Peter, I don't mind telling you now that he's knocked out. That spell that he was just about to cast was invisibility.
Ah, he was going to sneak off. Anyway,
It's Kiara.
Yeah.
To attack. You've got one more attack.
Oh, sorry. You want me to do it? So hold on. That's what you were waiting for, eh? And I
Yeah,
was
no,
like,
it's alright.
okay.
Oh,
sorry.
Paul.
Like if I'm taking ages, guys.
Minus
oh,
1,000
that's
XP
terrible.
for fucking sleep spelling my BBG.
So, it's kind of funny because in another game, long time ago, I played a mage, and we come across, the quote-unquote boss, and
Aye, he's level 4,
end,
he's an SBEG.
all it took to end the entire encounter was a failed save throw on Cloud Kill. That was it. Done. DM was so pissed.
Yeah, you just ended this one.
let's kill Garona.
She's missed, so Garona.
Chance to kill him.
Yep. Garona. My Garona.
Garona.
I was thinking my Sharona. Every time I hear it, I just think my Garona. That's a
You guys
miss.
all got Garona hyped up, and she was kind of bouncing and missed.
I'm going to reveal just a little bit more map just because of the Corneth's angle. In fact, peripheral vision, you're going to see a bit more than that, I suppose.
Oh, that's pretty cool looking.
Some sort of whirlpool.
Hehehe. So, my Garona missed. This guy's sleeping, he's doing nothing. Oh, I can't believe he sleep spelled him. Nice, Paul, nice. High five, man. You kicked his ass.
Face his turn.
Was that literally the BBG?
SBEG.
I mean, come on, it's a caster. They're always a bad thing.
There's no BBEG in my campaign because everything's fluid. Everything's open-ended. Everything's open world. He's just a guy that died. It just happened to be a level 4 mage. But anyway, it's Darrow's
Oh my
turn.
god, you one-shotted a level 4 mage!
He did one shot a level 4 mage, yeah. Darrow, it's your turn.
What fish face missed? Was that? Oh no, that.
Garona
Wait,
missed.
I was that. Oh, the myth. That was him. That was him. That was the spellcaster you should have gone then, not
Yes.
fish face. Okay.
Yes. Fish face went on.
That explains.
That's a miss.
But
Garo-
this fish face is immortal.
Garona.
Garona. Garona's gonna hit, hopefully this time.
Yes,
2.
she is. Let's have some damage. You don't need much. by the way.
11 damage.
Oh yeah,
Huh.
he's gone.
Leaving this brat in half. Right axe just swinging, just overtaken, and just cleaves him in half.
Okay, so you have 5 rounds in which this guy will be asleep.
How are we gonna get over there?
Is this actually a whirlpool?
No, actually, what this is.
Just water.
What this is just water. Yeah. I was gonna use that whirlpool effect as a focal point for something that might have happened that didn't happen. So just figure that as a straight pool of water for now.
Right.
Okay.
So it's just a,
So we
just
can
a,
walk
a
around the
still
edge
body
of the
of
pool
water.
and get to
Yeah.
him.
It is a still body of water, yeah. It's deeper than before.
Okay.
See how the water gets darker? See it's a light blue and then a dark blue? So consider it deeper.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not moving like a whirlpool like the picture dictates. That's just the map that I've got.
So we can go.
I love these things
See,
when everybody's working it.
As we start, we can take it. I bet he's stolen the ring. We can take him prisoner and take him to.
Man, I can't go around these pictures. Ooh, I can make it to him.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You can make it to him and
That-
still attack in this round, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, no,
No.
you can't, because that 17
No,
was
no.
your attack, wasn't it?
Yeah, this next round.
The next
Like,
round
'cause
you can.
Kiara is the next
yeah.
round.
The next round, any of you can, except for Darrow, because of his slower movement rate. So this next round, any of you could go run in and do a coup de grace, if you were so inclined.
Let's take him prisoner to Norm.
Okay. So what's everyone going to do? You're going to approach round the water, or? Let me.
I'm going to go around the water with my rope,
Yes.
and I'm gonna tie him up, and
Take him.
tie him specifically so that way, like, I can drag him.
Okay. Yeah. So tie him by like hands and feet, and then the remaining rope comes from the feet, kind of thing, or from the hands. You want him to actually be able to walk.
Like make like a harness type thing that I can pull him,
Okay.
so he's not like being pulled by his arms, so his arms won't get pulled out of socket or like shit like that.
That's very
Correct.
compassionate of you.
Cornath is going to point out that he can do things with magic that I cannot. Not only should we bind him, we should gag him.
Yeah, Darrow had been saying gag him.
I take off my sock and stuff it in his mouth.
Oh, sweaty half-orc fighter sock. Lovely.
Just wrong.
That's, come
Secret
on.
ring on him.
Well, Darrow's token is still up there on the map. If Cornath wants to ask me the question, Cornath will answer because he's down there.
Oh, I would have moved too. I'm just not very good at
So yeah,
moving
is
my
everyone going down? Okay.
I was under the impression we were
Yeah.
all going, unless something popped out and attacked
Yes.
us on the way.
So the answer to your question,
Yeah.
Peter, is yes. He is wearing Norm's missing ring. Now, let me just quickly grab his... I'll grab his inventory. I'll give you everything he's got. You take the ring
Okay.
off, yeah?
I'll start typing it up in chat. Do you have it already typed up?
I have it written down.
Okay, so go slow so I can type it. Okay.
2 seconds, I'll just need to grab it because I don't have it in a sheet on Roll20, I have it in paper.
Okie dokie.
Because this guy is recycled, I've used him before.
Don't you
Nice.
love it in D&D where you can like totes recycle shit and like
I
your
love it.
players would never know unless you told them.
Well, you've never played this stuff. Half of this adventure you've been doing is recycled.
See, the nice part is though, just from doing my own stuff and having to figure experience, I know that even though this thing was only a 4-hit die NPC, he counts as an extra 2 because he has a high intelligence as a caster
Exactly.
and spells. So he's worth a
Question.
boatload of experience to us low-level characters.
Possible theoretical. I have like a. So we finished doing attacking and like taking people. So if I have that. Oh, I'm so sorry. Give me a second. I will get my words out eventually.
That's alright, Tammy. Take your time. The guy's dead. The combat's over, so it's all good. Well, he's not dead, actually. You're tying him up. The guy is subdued.
Okay. So I still have a sleep spell there. Can I only use that during attack? Or is it stupid to suggest that I would cast the sleep spell to see if it would work on him, and then he would possibly not be a danger to us while we were...
You can cast a sleep spell any time. You don't have to be in the middle of a combat. You could be standing next to somebody at the bar and decide to cast sleep on them and put them to sleep. But casting it on him isn't going to do anything because he's already under the effects of a magical sleep spell.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, I just wasn't sure if those were things that you could use.
So we've got him prisoner.
Okay, all you find on him, apart from a staff, a Norm's ring, and some bits and pieces, some food, his cloak, the only other things that could be of any other value are half a dozen scrolls and a spellbook. Obviously, his spellbook and half a dozen scrolls. Now, I'm just trying to find that spellbook and those scrolls. If you excuse me, if you can look on, if anybody's looking on Twitch, look at the fucking size of this folder that I'm trying to look through. It's unreal.
Good God, nice.
It is awesome. It is very impressive.
Note the time, but are you prepared to divulge if we've dished the dungeon, in which case we might as well do all of the tidying up we can now.
Yeah, I'm prepared to do that. Now, I've found some notes that could be in here.
I mean, realistically, we've done what we were hired to do. There's really no need to go any further. We got Norm's ring. We got a whole bunch of extra stuff.
I found him.
May have his sleeping quarters or something with more stuff in. What I'm proposing is I've not used any spells yet today. It's that I cast detect magic and we do the sweet round. Well, first we'll check what he has got, that magic, and then do a sweet round.
Okay, so I've just found the sheet. This is about 6 years old, and it says combat. Len will cast invisibility and try to escape if the fight is not going his way. He will try to stay at distance from the party and let the Sahaguin do the work. But you fucking...
There was Sahagin and not...
Yes.
I was thinking, are they Sahagin? Are they...
They were Sahagin, yeah.
What's the other? Kuratoa, the other
Kuratoa,
one.
yeah. Nah, they're Sahaguin, yeah. It's a cool monster. I'll show you later, Tammy. It's a really cool monster.
Okay.
I don't know, I think I described it quite well. You can picture it as a fish guy. Fucking fish head dude.
Yes.
Right, so he has a staff. He has Norm's ring. He has 4 platinum pieces. His spellbook. In fact, no, he's not carrying a spellbook. Unless I've got that on a different bit of paper. I've only got a bunch of scrolls. Give me a second, he maybe has got a spellbook and I've got it on a separate bit of paper. So far I've only found a bunch of scrolls.
Or his spellbook could be somewhere else. Which is why I say we're doing the round with the tech magic, etc.
Yeah, even if you don't have one for him, Ryan, you've got a week to come up with one, because I'm playing a mage. I want that spellbook. Even if it's not on him, we'll find it.
Well, Paul, you'd be pleased to hear he's definitely got at least 2 scrolls. At least 2. I'm trying to work out if the rest of these spells are in a spell book or if they're in scrolls, but there are at least 2 scrolls there.
He's got invisibility. He's got.
I mean, he's not memorizing from scrolls.
Exactly. But he might have just cast magic missile and invisibility from scrolls. You don't know that.
Right.
I did say he had a book out, so there is a book, right? Okay, so he's got a book with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has a book with 6 spells in it. I don't know. Do you need to cast read magic to be able to tell what they are, don't you? So I can't tell you right away what they are.
Yeah. So I mean, if you don't have it populated, you've got a week.
No, I've got it populated. I found it. I've got his spells here. So yeah, there's a spell book with 6 spells in there, mate. Also 2 scrolls.
I would say if we're finished, we'll sweep around doing detect magic.
Yep, I like that idea, Peter.
2 rooms that we haven't yet done.
Okay. Okay, well, apart from one thing, which I'll explain to you in a moment. So... you find... the only thing that detects magic in the last room, or this one, is Norm's ring, the scrolls, the spell book, and there's a mysterious glowing circle here. See when I do that and it makes a circle? Picture it halfway through. There's a circle glowing magic. Detect magic glows in a circle, an empty circle. Glows in the centre of this pool. Somewhere under the water.
Okay, I was looking at another bit, or was it there?
Yeah, right there, in the middle of that pool, 10 to 15 feet in diameter, is a glowing ring of magical energy that your detect magic is picking up.
Ooh.
And that is 10 minutes past 11, so that is where we'll leave it for the evening.